Welcome to the GRG Podcast, the place for all your gaming news, plus hot topics of the week. Also remember to follow us on Twitter at KMEGA4.
Yeah, but the hold on. Oh, can you hear me now? All right, I think you can hear me now. Hold on, let me make sure I get this right because all right, let's see now. All right, okay, all right, okay. Now make sure. Okay, can you hear you? Say something, guys. Uh oh. Well, see they.
We're on there.
You sure? Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Now I see it. All right, it's a little delayed. Just had an update. I caught it on time. Ladies and gentlemen, the GRG podcast is alive and we in full effect and we are doing the damn thing. Thank you guys for coming and checking us out. And if you could, be so kind, hit that subscribe button, that like button, all of that, man, and share this out. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Just for you guys to do that for me, I want to have Spider-Man do his dance for y'all, man. I'm gonna have Spider-Man and Flash. Flash is gonna do his dance. Spider-Man and Flash. This is what we do. This is what we do around here. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Man, ready to have a good damn night. Man, this has been a week where it's not been as stressful, so I'm ready to have a good show, and maybe get to some gaming afterwards, man. Let's get to it, man. We got a panel of ladies tonight, man. We're gonna start it off right here with our special guest. Man, I remember when I first talked to her. It has been, I don't know what, 6 years ago. She was in a podcast. Yes,
long time.
She was in a podcast. 6, 7 years ago. It's been a while. Like, I mean, back in the Forza Horizon 2, like we was in there playing games with Crap and this was before even Mooch came on the scene, man. Like, yeah, and then you was doing a podcast, you was doing the damn thing. I was a newbie at the time, and man, you know,
before you were even you joined like was it BGST or something like that?
Yeah, it was before I joined
Wow.
BGST. It was before I became joined with 100 of them and did was a part of Intro Media and Gaming. I mean, I took a hiatus for about a year and a half, then came back, and yeah,
Same.
It's been a minute. Like back then, that was the young dealers, the young kid smooths. Man, we taking it back, boy. So anyway, it is a pleasure to finally have you on, GRG. On your Foxy tour. What's going on, Lady Foxfire? What's happening?
Hi everyone. Everything's good. I'm having fun talking in all these different podcasts, catching up with a lot of old friends. Reminiscing, because you know how many people brought up Console Corner? I was like, wow. Yeah, I remember those days.
Yes.
You use the podcast on there with us too.
Yeah, no, I don't see I don't see them on YouTube. Well, not on YouTube at all. I don't see them on Twitter that much. I see him pop something in there, say something, and then that's it. And I don't see old girl anymore either. I think she just vanished. So I don't know.
Yeah, they not in the community much anymore. You know, they're doing the life thing.
Right.
But Noof was a part of the podcast, and he definitely like brought it up. He's still out here making podcasts and you know in the community doing game nights and stuff like that. So he's very active out of like everybody else that was in that podcast with us. But yeah, I took a little break just like you did a little while, like 2019, 2020. I took a break and everybody was like, hey, where you at? Where's the content? And I was like, well, when I come back, I'll be ready. And here I am. I've been doing the podcast tour. I've been doing videos and content. Always sharing deals on Twitter. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always in these chats too, you know, always passing by, checking out all the different chat rooms.
Always. And you know what? Before we even get to the next guest, which she's pretty much a member. She just, you know, picks and chooses when she wants to come in, pretty much.
Permanent member.
Yeah, pretty much. You got to give us a Foxy deal. You got to give us a Foxy deal.
Oh, he put me on the spot already.
On the spot.
Okay, you know what's the one that caught my eye earlier today?
What's that?
Oh yeah, let me share that we live real quick though, because I had that on standby. I saw the new Forza control. You know, the new one, the one that's all colorful and see through, and
yes,
that
indeed.
one. You could get a nice deal in GameStop out of that. GameStop's actually doing something right, you know. you could pre-order it for $70 instead of $75 everywhere else. So it's actually you save a little bit.
Nice.
I know a lot of people that want that controller.
Oh yeah, it's a nice looking controller. I wouldn't mind having that controller. That would be great.
I pre-ordered it instantly.
Did you? Yeah, it's a nice looking controller. It is a nice looking controller.
I can't control it. I pre-ordered that one.
Pre-order another one at GameStop and see maybe you'll save some money.
Yeah. It's too pretty. I could not get it. And
you have two options, so then you can send one back.
It's a must have.
It is a must-have.
For our lady D. All right, let me go to the super chat before we get to Mitchie. And it says right here from Henosis. Thank you so much. He says, great show. DC fandom is in 16 hours. Can't wait for Gundam Nights, Suicide Squad games news, and movie news, and maybe more. No doubt. And I guarantee you GRG will not be 16 hours long.
I'm super excited for that too.
Oh, I know.
You know, the new run of Nubia. I don't know if you guys know. Nubia for those who don't know, she is the twin sister of Wonder Woman. No, she's not a new character. She's just now getting her shine, and she happens to be black. And she is the new queen at the Themyscira after the Infinite Frontier. So the same writer who is doing her book is the same writer who did Static's new run. So I'm super excited to see how that is coming through. You guys should definitely check that out. It's gonna be hot and gangster, that's for sure.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All right. Now let's get to our other guest, or pretty much member. She just kind of sometimes when there's a really serious Green Bay game going on, you know what I'm saying, she got to get started like Thursday and then get it all ready to go for Sunday. What's happening with you, Minchie? What's happening with you? What's going on? How you been?
Been okay. Just working a lot and had my snowblower stolen. That's always kind of fun.
Oh,
Wow.
already, man! Is it snow already?
I know.
Is it snowing up there?
And then it snowed here. It's rampant. And
Rampant, she says, wow.
rampant, yes. And then otherwise, been playing Marvel's Avengers because it's on Game Pass. And yeah.
Okay.
And
Is
then-
that- okay. I thought
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
She
I
stopped in a great beat and everything. I was
Yeah,
wondering what
I was like,
Megan
hold
was
on.
doing.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I thought there was more. Okay, all right, cool.
No,
cool.
there's not more.
There's not more. All right. Let's move on. D, what's happening? I just saw your tweet before you started the show, talking about Alexa and what you could and what you couldn't do, what you did not know. So, how about that? How about you filling us in a little bit about that? And also, was there breakfast before GRG tonight? We have to know. We have to know what was the delicacies.
Ooh.
I cheated today. I just got sandwich and fries today.
Oh man.
I was really, really tired, so I didn't cook or anything today, sadly.
Man,
I know. So sorry. But yeah, so basically in a nutshell, if you have a Alexa device, I have to be very specific with my words because my word is different. If you have an Alexa device and you have Xbox, you can basically link the two accounts together. It can be a skill on your Alexa device, and the the dot, show, all of those devices basically kind of take over where Cortana left off. So starting a party, taking a screenshot, recording a video, starting a game, turning the system on and off, putting your system on routines, all of that can be done automatically with your Alexa.
Just like the Connect?
Well, it does a little bit more than the Connect because I have mine set up where if my system is on for any reason, it turns off at a certain time of night, like 3 o'clock in the morning or something. So if I fall asleep, it turns off. You can tell it to turn on if your system is off or in instant on mode. You can tell the device, hey, tell my system to launch a game. So it'll turn the system on and then launch that game immediately. So it really helps me be lazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think you replaced Cortana with Alexa. Basically, is what they did. It's all sad. It's also with Google, but I don't have Google stuff, so I've never used it. But it's a nice accessibility feature as well. But I'm just lazy, so I don't think I've ever touched. Yeah, I've never touched the button. Yeah, try it. You link it. There's some settings that you do, but yeah, pretty much all the things you told Cortana to do, it'll do it for you. So if you want to take a screenshot, a video, you don't have to stop, hit the button. So when you're in the moment, you can just stay on your controller and be like, "Yo,
I like that."
Let's go Cortana to disable herself. Can it do that too?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but you do have to put voice assistance on and all the settings. It's the Xbox Wire or something about how you link it because they did it with the Xbox One. a couple of years ago. I was in the insider program when it started, so it's been like in full swing for maybe a year or two now, at least more than a year or two. So I've been doing it for years. So, yep, that's a little nugget about how to do that and what I was talking about on Twitter.
Okay.
But other than that,
oh no, we're done with you. You didn't have no breakfast to talk about, so I mean, we're
oh
pretty much done.
wow,
No,
wow,
go
y'all
ahead.
moved on.
I'm outnumbered. There's too many ladies on the
Y'all see
panel
how we
tonight.
treat-
I cannot.
Oh,
Nasty.
I don't.
Whoa, hold
yeah,
up.
I don't want
Whoa,
that.
y'all hear this?
And then I seen
Wow.
Infamous in the
Don't make me
in
leave,
the chat.
KMEGA.
I don't want no trouble.
Don't him.
I don't want no trouble. And I got Infamous in other ladies in the
He
in the
said
chat.
too many. You mean you blessed? That's what you're saying.
I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed.
Oh,
I am
okay.
blessed. I'm blessed.
Well,
Recognize.
I got a woman in the front room. I got women on the panel. I got women in the chat. It's great. It's just fantastic.
Talk that shit.
Well, that's it. That's it. I'm blessed.
Starting early, I see. That's all right.
No. I wasn't
No,
starting.
that's right.
Okay. All right.
No, that's all right. Yeah, I hear you.
Did you have anything
Shout out
else
to
you
Lady
wanted to
Infamous
say?
in the chat.
Man, you know.
Did you have anything else that
That's
you
the
wanted
cowards
to say?
and whippers in the corner.
I know. I had to go ahead. Yeah. Where's the whip? Where's the whip? Anyway. All right. So let's get to it.
Probably stuck on your back.
I know.
No.
All right. Six Layer.
Lord,
What's
that's
happening? Six Layer. What's
Hey,
happening
man.
with you, brother?
Oh, man. It's good to be back in the normal flow of things. You know what I'm saying? It's been quiet week, man. And I like that. And it wasn't too much drama. I mean, there's always drama, but it wasn't nothing hectic or crazy this time. So, yeah, cool. So, good to be back.
Excellent. All right. And PK, the most electrifying. What's happening with you, brother? I saw you playing that Pokemon earlier this week. Or what was it, yesterday, actually?
Yeah, for me, just playing a lot of games, I decided to play it online so I can have something for archiving. Anybody, if you want to use that for gameplay, for sure. I play a lot of competitive games, and Pokemon being one of them. A lot of people not seeing that Pokemon Unite is now 30 million, and it's only been out for, 3.5 months now? 30 million
Crazy.
people playing it. So it's a big deal. It's an easy MOBA to get into. That's part of the reason why. And it's definitely very fun, competitive. So being in that, all my other games, like, me, I average like 15,000 gamer score a month. So, I get into a little bit of everything. Plus, I got to go back to my PC, and I haven't finished Deathloop, so I got to go back and finish that. Got to record some gameplay on that too. So been doing a little bit of everything. That's why I went and posted today. Said, listen, you guys out here talking about hating on people because they got Game Pass. I said, listen, why are you worried about what somebody else got in their pockets? Let me tell you, a real gamer just out here playing games.
That's a topic tonight. We'll get into that.
Hey, I just saying. I posted real gamers play games and not Twitter. That's all I'm saying.
Let's jump into it. I like it.
Yeah. No, we're gonna jump into it. But before we get started, I do have to say something because I know that I see my boy in the chat, and I said that I was going to talk about this game as you're seeing right here. It's Yang Wan Sword 7. I think I pronounced that right. So I'm not even gonna say it again. So anyway. This game right here is I'm promoting this game quite a bit because it's on everything right now. It's on PlayStation, it's on it's on Xbox, but this is why I'm promoting this game. It's because this started off on PC. It's made by a Chinese company. This game has been out this franchise has been out for damn near 30 years. And their games were all turn-based RPGs, kind of like old school Final Fantasy VII. And this is their very first entry into the action hack and slash. So this is an older title that came out a couple of years ago. And it was an older title when it came out on PC. And so now seeing that it is coming on Xbox is giving me really good signs about what's to come, because these PC games like this coming from these Chinese developers, man, I'm really, really hyped about it. So that's why I wanted to kind of show you guys the gameplay, show you what the game looks like. and let you guys, that's because that's the best way for you guys to determine if you would like to get it or not. I was asked if I was going to do a review. I don't really do reviews because it's all opinionated anyway. Somebody can say that this is the best game since sliced bread, and I can look at it and say, but other than that, so check it out. It's about maybe 15, 25 minutes or so of just different little gameplay. So let you guys be the judge of it yourself on top of other gameplay of other stuff. So that's what I got to say about it. I highly recommend it for anybody that's into hack and slash. And look, the price range right now is $50. I would say, look, if you want a budget and you got a backlog, just wait, get it for about 30 or less, and you'll be straight. This game is also about I put in about close to 23 hours into it. So it's not something that's like just 10, 15 hours and that's it. It's a good substantial story. So yeah, check it out. Anyway. All right. So do anybody want to talk about the fridge right fast before we get into our very first topic?
Yeah, because
right, okay.
I'm super excited.
All right.
And I don't know anybody who ain't excited, you got to understand this is the first time we've seen a console holder invest so much time into taking a meme and making it a reality. And it's it's cheap. It's cheap.
It is cheap.
I did not expect it to be this cheap.
I was expecting 250. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Facts.
Because yeah, that's all.
The regular one is 180, and if you would have had lights and all this extra stuff, you would have think, okay, 250.
Yeah, I would have thought
100. Wow,
that don't make no damn sense.
And the USB.
That don't make no sense either.
Right.
What?
Because the Xbox has it. That's the only reason why they put it there.
Yeah.
The Xbox has it in the same spot. That's crazy.
Hey, it's definitely dope. I think I can't wait. I put it on my wish list, but I'm definitely gonna attempt to pre-order it on the 19th if possible. It may not happen, but I definitely want it to happen. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I just so happen to have a credit on Target that I got from work like 2 years ago from Christmas. They give you gift cards and stuff.
I have 300,000 Microsoft points, and I don't even know what to do. Yeah.
Oh, you know what to do now.
How many Microsoft points you said you had?
300,000.
Oh man,
yes, sir.
Boy. Yeah.
My little 140. That's all right.
I know. I just went ahead and got that. We'll talk about that here a little bit later. But yeah,
I just got 3 months of Game Pass.
I just put my $40, and I thought about $40 in game money, and I thought that was I was over here balling. But yeah, no, you said 300,000, so I got you. I got you. Anybody else? How you guys are excited about the fridge, man? It looks really dope. I looked and I seen it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want it. The price for me is just that's the thing I think that's the most shocking than everything else is how affordable it is. Just kind of like those headsets that they drop. Like people was just assuming that they were going to be 150,
punching above their weight,
just
big time.
100. Yeah, they do punch. Yep. So anybody else? What y'all think about that fridge?
No fridge for me.
Oh, why not?
No, there's just nowhere to put it, and I don't know if I'd really use it. So
I've needed one for a while, so I'm lucky. But wow,
yeah, I don't really need it.
If you don't need it, even $100 is like,
Yep, let someone else have it.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Paying it for it. I like that. I like that.
That is so sweet.
See, if I don't buy one, then Ginge can get one. See?
Right. Thank you. I do want it. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been on a frivolous kick lately and I need to stop. But I too don't know where to put it. I'll figure it out. But I honestly did want one because I had a mini fridge and then I put it in the garage and I was just like, I don't need it. And then I gave it to my cousin to go to college. And then I was like, dang, I'd be thirsty at night. I could have some water in my room. So I definitely want it. But the first thing I thought of was like, shout out to y'all that made it a meme and we're clowning them. And now they're baking on it and now I get a fridge. So appreciate y'all for talking. Now there's an actual fridge being made. Because it wouldn't happen if people weren't clowning on it. So appreciate it. Thank you. Because, yeah. That's
I
right.
needed one anyway, and it holds 12 drinks. Really? It looks
Yeah.
What kind of drinks will it hold?
Regular cans, they said.
That can.
And there's room for the shelves in the front in the door.
Is it right for those adult beverages?
What else, sir?
What else? I like that.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay, well, I don't know.
son.
I mean, this might be some people like BK that likes like those little Hawaiian punches in the little tiny kids bottle.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
I like how excited you all sound.
Sorry, are you talking about me?
No,
Yes, he's talking about you.
That was Slayer. Anyway,
it's nice collectible and it's actually practical,
Yes.
so you could put it to good use. I like that they turned a meme into an actual thing that they can sell to the fans, because the true fans are the ones that are gonna buy this. So I like how excited you guys sound about it. I'm happy for anybody that picks it up. I don't need one, but it's cool.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. I mean, I do want to get it eventually.
So many uses for that. It's unreal.
It is, and I mean, you said you got 300,000 points. You could just buy that right now.
You can buy that on the system
and still have
people don't know that.
Yeah, like you can get the Halo edition, the Halo Series X edition.
Wait, I thought it was exclusive to Target.
No, I seen it. I don't know. I just
it says,
I seen it in the Microsoft Store today.
Pre-order it from there, but it's not. And December, everybody can have access to it.
Okay, so yeah, but I seen it in the Microsoft Store today because I was looking around. So, because
you could buy a phone too or controllers. There's a lot of stuff in the Microsoft Store that people don't know about.
It is. There's a lot of stuff in there.
You can buy a phone,
Surface, all that. You can do all types of.
Oh shit, the Surface too. I forgot. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
You need a new Surface, right, Jen?
Right, I do need my new Surface. I need that.
Oh man. All right, no, you're fine. So let's get on to the very first topic. All right, so Final Fantasy 14 producer and director. Not actually. You know what? I'll let my boy Kei Asante help me out with this, but he's not here, so therefore I'm going to just say Mr. Yoshida says talks with Xbox has been positive like tone. You guys think that the MMO will eventually drop to Xbox? Let's go to our guest. Lady Foxfire, what do you think? Are you even a fan of Final Fantasy at all? And I know that there's a lot of people that's been talking a lot about the MMO. I know like people like PMS Jordan, etc. I always see different stuff being posted from that game. It looks really dope. But and then we come to find out that it's the #1 selling Final Fantasy game of all time. So do you think that's so you're familiar with it? Are you excited about these talks, or do you think that this is just something that just pie in the sky?
Oh man. Oh well, I don't have strong feelings about it at all. Either way, because I'm not a fan of Final Fantasy like that. I like watching like streamers playing it or my partner playing it, but I don't get into it or the story. I have seen people playing the online version, and I'm just like, wow, interesting how this game is so like in depth and detailed and has all these expansions, and people are just like latching onto it every time. It doesn't lose its numbers; it gains its numbers every time. And I hear people in the community talking about it, how they got into it because of their friends, or they saw people playing it online and they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna try it," and now they're hooked. I'm pretty sure Jez plays this game. I'm not sure, but I think I've heard him talk about it in a sense or another, and I wouldn't be surprised if this comes over, or if Xbox fans are interested in this, because we've had MMOs games before come over to the Xbox as well. Like Terra, that was on PC for the longest time. They were talking about bringing it over. They brought it over, and it worked, I don't know if it's going to do the whole controller. Maybe you could do it with mouse and keyboard and stuff like that. Maybe that'll work out. But I know there's interest out there for it. I know there's hype behind it. I'm just not one of those people.
Okay, all right. So have you played any MMOs, or that's just a genre that you're just not really big into?
Yeah, when it comes to RPG and MMOs, I can't get into it. I feel like it's too much. I'm like, I'm not interested in it myself, but it's so weird because it's like a different animal for me. Because I can go on any stream and watch people play, especially if it's like my favorite streamers. I'll watch them play it, and I could be like, "Oh, this is cool. I like what they're doing. I like their character, but I don't feel like playing it at all.
Okay. That's absolutely fine. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know but I came to you first about it. You the guest, so
It's fine. I mean, I might
yeah.
have the least to say about it. I don't know, but I'm happy for anybody that's interested in this game, especially if it comes over to consoles.
Right, and it's on PlayStation 4 already. There's a lot of people that's this. Even today, there was a lot of people that's got all these different type of speculations of why, because of Square Enix and things like that. But
yeah, I've heard about it.
yeah,
I didn't know it was on PC already,
Mhm.
because for the most part, all the people that I've seen talk about it or play it were on PC.
Well, on PC, right? Yeah, but it's on PlayStation, and that's another thing too. I don't see people showing it on the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. You know, not in the circles that I see. So, and so that's pretty odd because I've seen PlayStation fans talk about it, but the only people, like you said, only people I've seen playing it is majority PC gamers. So I don't know. That's pretty interesting. All right, so Mitchie, what about you? Are you is this a game that you would be interested in, and do you think that because this was supposed to be coming out, this was back in 2019 where this was announced that it was supposed to be coming to the Xbox One. It hasn't been out. A lot of people, like I said, has been making these speculations about Square Enix and and about the favoritism that they care more about Sony and Nintendo than they do more about Xbox. Do you think that has something to do with it, or is just there's something more involved?
I think they just don't think that Xbox has the audience. Because Xbox they still see as a shooter box. No matter what they do, it's always going to be seen that way. And I personally have no interest in that. I have no interest in Final Fantasy whatsoever. I did play Terra for a little while, but I really didn't care for that either. It's too much going on. I don't focus very well in the first place. It's like Squirrel, new shiny game, ADHD thing. And so I don't really do well in the whole MMO thing. It's just too much for me to do. And so if other people want to play it, that's great. I hope it does come to Xbox for those that want it, but it's not in my interest.
Okay. All right. What about you, D? Is this something that could be up your wheelhouse, or is this something that just like Foxy and Mitchie, that this isn't something that's your flavor?
Yeah, I'm actually in the same boat. I too have no interest. MMOs and RPGs have never been my bag ever. Not saying that what's happening, because just because I'm not interested doesn't mean it doesn't have weight and gravity. But I'm not, following it. I'm not excited about it. I've never played a Final Fantasy or anything ever, so I'm kind of in the same boat a little bit.
It's a good boat.
It's a good boat. It's a good boat.
It's a good boat.
Yeah, and people in the chat too, let me know as well. I mean, are you guys big fans of the MMO or just MMOs? I know that there's if Steel Rain was in here, he loves Black Desert. And
yeah, I've heard good things about that too.
Yeah,
just not as popular, obviously, as Final Fantasy.
No, but it's really popular.
It is actually.
Really? Well, within the people that I've seen playing it, they don't talk about it to the same caliber, as Final Fantasy.
Everyone has their preferences, but it actually makes more money than Final Fantasy.
I don't know about that now, but I know it does. I know it's really popular. So I mean,
I believe my friend Tim was playing Final Fantasy, like he was trying it and stuff like that on PC as well.
Okay, all right. Well then, PK, let's go to you then. What is your initial thoughts about this, man? Do you think that this will eventually come to Xbox, and for the MMO fans out there? And then what has been the reasoning? Why has it been taking so long? Because this was once announced in 2019.
Because Microsoft charged for online, and you had to still pay a subscription fee. Same reason DC Universe didn't come straight to Xbox, but here it is now, right? The thing is now that they took away the paywall of having to pay for free games, there's a spot now, right? Don't have to worry about that. But that was the main reason, right? Why do I have to pay for an online sub, then pay for another sub when I can just play it on PlayStation or Xbox and don't have to pay extra? Just pay the $15 a month or whatever it was, right? That's mainly what it was about. So now that's all gone. It's kind of like there's no real boundary, no barrier. But there's plenty of successful MMOs on Xbox. I mean, Black Desert came to Xbox first. PSO New Genesis right now still on Xbox only, and has had more success. The original game, which came out last year, has made more money in the first year on Xbox and then the last 12 years on PlayStation in Japan. So there's lots of MMOs that have success. They're just more or less trying to rip down barriers. I mean, right now, like I said, I play PSO now. I'm playing it right now. And I'm telling you now, you get Game Pass perks just for being a member. So they give stuff away all the time. I don't care if it's what's the other one? It came out on Xbox right before Destiny did. It was it's like
Warframe.
Destiny. Warframe, right? Yeah. Warframe gives away perks every year. All the time as well, monthly. You can look out for that. I mean, there's plenty of successful games, so I can imagine 14 million people playing Final Fantasy 14. They're gonna want to grow that base, right? Get that more than 14 million. If you can reach 20 million, that's still a win. But it wasn't in good shape when it first launched. I mean, they literally had to send out apologies for it being so garbage, until they got the game together. So, it's not all rise and shine for Final Fantasy 14. However, it's in decent shape. It's not the best. It's better than 11, that's for sure. And like I said, I think now that the paywall is gone, it'd be an easier transition, right? So you don't have to worry about people complaining that they have to pay for twice. But it's not us complaining because, again, it doesn't affect us. Most people who play online on Xbox already pay for their gold, so it's a non-issue, right? It's mainly the people who want to complain. But I feel like if that's the only game you're going to play on the console, then why even buy it? Just play on the other console or the PC. But that's kind of the situation. So I think they've been talking about trying to bring it to Xbox for a minute now. So I see that being a big possibility, and especially Square seeing how much money Namco Bandai is making, they definitely not trying to leave no money on the table. Be honest with you, Blue Protocol just blows any of those MMOs away. And if that comes to console, especially Xbox, it's going to be another situation. If you guys haven't seen Blue Protocol,
what is that?
Yeah, it's on a different level.
Okay, because I'm looking right now and I'm seeing that right now of July 28th, 2021. There is, and now it doesn't say play. It doesn't say.
You guys there?
Yeah.
We're here.
Y'all here? Yeah, we're here.
We're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I hear you.
Okay. It shows 22 million registered players right now on Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, God damn it! You took.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, registered is not the same thing.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, like I don't know about concurrent, but it was 22. It's 22 million registered players on
right.
On
they have 14 million concurrent.
Okay.
22.
Right, so.
Yeah. So
yeah, I don't really know the difference between. I mean, that's still a lot of damn people. So
that just means people that still play. Some people have tried it and then haven't touched it in a while. That's what that means. So I play a lot of MMOs. I try not to get into them because they're addicting. I try to only play ones I could pick up and put down. So that's
what he's playing an MMO in the middle of doing a podcast right now.
But I can pick it up and put it down. That's the only reason I do it.
You show yourself first. Don't blame me.
Black Desert is a different thing. That turns into a job. That's why they spend so much money on that stuff.
Yikes! This is facts.
Final Fantasy 14 is the same deal. It turns into a job. So you won't play anything else if you get addicted to that. That's why I try to stay away from those games, but however, they're good. They're good for those people.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No doubt. All right. What about you, Slayer? You think this eventually is coming?
Tag. Yo, man, I'm gonna jump right off of what PK was saying, and thank God I went last, because by the time Mixie was wrapping up what she was saying and Lady Foxfire began speaking, I started remembering things. I was like, yo, I've been here before. I've been feeling a lot of deja vu lately, and I was feeling it right then in that moment. I'm like, wait a minute, this happened before. Yo, KMEGA, if I give you a link, could you put it on screen?
Sure, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you a link. So, first off, Final Fantasy is the most played MMO currently, right? At like 22 million or whatever the number is, and there's nitpicking over the details between those. You want to put it in the Discord?
You want me to
Sometimes.
show it? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Show me the
Because
link.
basically, well, I put in the Discord. Also put in the podcast and friends. I'll put it in GRG.
Okay. Oh, no. Just put it. You're right here. Okay, I'll look. Go ahead. Keep going.
You got it?
Yeah. I see
All right. So, what PK was alluding to is what triggered the memory. What he's saying is right, and that's what the plan was. So you'll have to scroll down a little bit, KMEGA, but it'll say update February 18th. The Xbox version of the game is possibly coming in the future. There was a blocker. The blocker was you had to have Xbox Live to play, free to play MMOs and other things like that, right? And they took that blocker away. That was a blocker. But there was another blocker, was available time to develop the port. They had to develop Endwalker, right?
Right.
That we're wrapping that up, and then they had to do a PS5 version.
Because they just dropped that expansion right when they...
Yeah. Exactly. So they had to do a PS5 version. And they were like, after that's done, then we can revisit doing an Xbox version. But the whole time, and I think I'd seen this interview, I don't know where on YouTube I'd seen this. I remember seeing this. And they asked dude the question. It was like a whole, we just don't have time now. Like the interview that he was having, it felt like he wants to do it. They want to do it. They're making a lot of money with this game. And this is the most profitable Final Fantasy ever. Ever. A game that was a out and out failure beforehand. Because I used to play that version. I used to also play Final Fantasy 11 for many years. So I understand the sinkhole thing PK was talking about.
I feel bad for you. You'll never get all the achievements in that game ever. It's impossible.
I didn't plug in my Xbox to do it, and now you can't anymore.
I'm glad I pressed the right buttons. I was like, what? So I was over here thinking, like, Lord have mercy, hit these right buttons. But here we go, right here.
Right.
Okay. So where do you want me to go?
Okay. Scroll down. So Xbox version is coming in the future, but they had these other things that they had to do. So they have to do Endwalker, I believe that just came out, and they have to do a PS5 version of Endwalker, right? And basically, port the whole it came into PS5 because they haven't done that yet. There's just a PS4 version. So I'm thinking,
all right, where it says Xbox version might be coming in the future.
Right? Okay, and I'd seen a video interview. I don't know where that was, but it's right, and it's basically what they're saying. I'd seen a video interview, and they asked the guy that, and from the way he's talking about it and like the mannerisms, because he's speaking Japanese, I believe. So I can only go off the mannerisms and the translation, right? But it's basically what this article was saying. Like, they had other things to do because the blocker is gone, but they're still busy right now. When they're done, and I'm assuming they're going to use, the code from the PS5 version to jumpstart an Xbox version. So it might be in the future. It's a very successful game. Most of us aren't going to play it. I'm done to MMOs. I play Final Fantasy 11 as PK was joking. I'm out of that.
Try it. Yeah, I'm going to try it.
I probably will try it because I had an account, like I said. I used to play the old version before they redid it into Realm Reborn. So I'll probably try it like once. But
and there's a new version coming out here, in another week or so? Or this month?
Right, that's Endwalker. That's their newest expansion. And then they had to do the PS5 version. So after that, they could do an Xbox version. And like I'm saying, use that code as a jump-off point, because that'll be a next-gen version to, work from. Okay. But I'm thinking, they'll do that. They'll have success. Even if we here on the panel are not interested, this is definitely something that people have been asking for a while. And it's the most successful one ever. They want it on all platforms, just like Game Pass. get your stuff everywhere from everywhere, and that's how you really make this money. Even if you're only getting a little bit here, a little bit there, it's a lot, and it's the same strategy with this. So this is definitely coming to Xbox. It's just a matter of time, I think.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. All right, good stuff. And then you guys can see my crazy background. Yeah. So there you go. Y'all can see my crazy background. Oh my goodness, what did I just do right there? Anyway, let me. Oh, I got like 5 different things, like screens going on right here. Let me go ahead and fix this. Lord have mercy. See, that's what I'm saying. But I hit the right button. I didn't hit the wrong buttons. There's no wrong buttons here, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. All right, we just got to start over from where I was. All right, so all right, for me, listen. Okay, I do want to address this before we get to the next topic. Is that people need to stop trying to think that it's all about just a Japanese company just want to hate on an American company, because I see a lot of it. There's a lot of things that's behind the scenes that a lot of people didn't know, and I was trying to explain that to one of the homies on the net today. Was like, listen, it's not about that they don't like the United States and they don't like because money is green. That's you know what, they might not like anybody, but as long as your money is green, they like that. So it's got nothing to do with them want to try to overcharge Microsoft, things like that. It was what PK was alluding to, and there was also another factor behind it, but it was mostly about the paywall. And as with a lot of Xbox gamers would agree, that the paywall should have been gone a while back.
And we talked about that a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the paywall should have been gone a long time ago. They're saying that they're eventually going to do that, and rightfully so. And I think once that's gone, once they take that out, and Xbox Live is either dissolved or it's kind of merged into Ultimate Game Pass, that's when I think that Final Fantasy 14 will finally come to Xbox. But I mean, if you are into MMOs, there's a couple of them out there that's pretty solid. Of course, you know, there's Fantasy Star Online. There's another one that I was playing heavily there for a while. And I can't think of the name of it. I'll go look on my Xbox and I'll show you guys that.
You don't remember, sir?
No, because I haven't played it in about like almost a year, but I was playing it crazy for about good 6-7 months. I built up my character pretty well.
It's like the first signs of something to go.
Oh no!
Listen.
Not like this.
That's fine. That's fine. It can happen. It can happen. That's all right. As long as my other functions work properly, that's all I care about at this point.
Oh no!
Right. All right.
Anyway.
All right.
Anyway, all right. So.
Those fingers.
There's definitely a misconception when it comes to like Japanese or other developers with console, and that needs to stop. Like you said, you know, they just want that money. You gotta keep it moving when you're trying to make money and having your game get into as many hands as possible. Everybody's talking about you, so you're gonna go on any platform you can, as long as you guys can work out a deal.
Absolutely right. That's the perfect point. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you got to stop thinking about it's us against them a mentality when this is a global market. This is about making money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, relationships. Yeah. Well, supposed to be like, now look, there's no question. Nintendo and PlayStation has better relationships with Square Enix, because they even go back to the days when Square Enix was Squaresoft. So, like, I mean, that is a lot of hit. We're talking about the 80s and 90s. Xbox wasn't even thought about until 2001. So just think about all that history that Nintendo and PlayStation's had beforehand. So of course that they'll probably give them a bone. And on top of that they're all based in Japan. So that is home turf. So
that's not true.
Well,
Sony's based in California
now, but that doesn't change the relationship factor, because you see what's going on with Final Fantasy 16. But I'm saying though people are trying
Well,
to
that's
make that
because they
out.
spent money for that. Let's be
Right,
real.
right. And Sony
That
hit
ain't got nothing to do with no
right, like
relationship.
people
They
are
ain't
saying
spend no
like they
money.
getting it for free.
That
I'm
wouldn't have
like,
happened.
well, yeah, like I'm like they
Nah.
paid money for Final Fantasy remake to be exclusive on PlayStation as long
For
as they
how
possibly can.
long?
But for how long? That's the question. Because eventually it's going to
It's
happen to
not
where
forever.
it's not forever. It's not forever. Just like with Forsaken and all the rest of those games out there, it's not going to stay on PlayStation forever. So,
Hold on.
yeah, go ahead.
Say it again.
It's not
None
going to
of
stay
them
on
are going to be
PlayStation forever.
PlayStation forever. I
Yeah.
can confirm that.
Yeah.
Forspoken is not a
No.
permanent
No.
exclusive.
I
No.
interviewed the Square guy. He said that's not. It's for a certain
Okay,
time
God.
period, undisclosed.
Right, yeah, like that's those games are all just timed exclusives, or if Sony wants to keep paying to keep those games on their
Yeah.
console, and listen,
We
that
don't
would
know
be a
what that
waste of money.
contract looks like, but
Right.
that's definitely, and it's similar. I mean, we got to see similar at the contract that Capcom had with Nintendo when it came to Monster Hunter Rise. Like they were not allowed to talk about no other platform, period, for 6 months. They paid them like, I don't know, what was it, 10 million, like $1 million or something? I don't remember.
I don't know
It
how
was
much it was.
some bet for 6 month exclusivity, so they couldn't talk about Rise, they couldn't promote it, none of that stuff. And I'm sure the contracts are similar,
Right, no
and that's
doubt.
why they can't talk about. Because I asked the Square guy about Final Fantasy. He can't. He gave me the PR statement because he can't talk about it. It's one of those
Right.
things.
Right. They try to give the PR statement about Rise of the Tomb Raider, and you see what happened with that. So, but yeah, but Sony doesn't get heckled like that. So that's the whole point. And everybody knows that their contracts are pretty much law, the Bible.
That's
So
why we
that's why
didn't
it's
get
required.
what's that one game? I own that game.
Oh, now who's having the problems now?
It's the no, I know it because I get it in my mind, but
okay. If it's in your mind, you would say it.
Oh, okay. So you want to do that?
I mean, I know
do
the
that.
game that I'm talking about now that I forgot. I'm just waiting for you to be done. Blessed
There's a couple
Unleashed
games.
is the game that I was talking about. Blessed Unleashed. Yes. So, all right. So,
But anyways, they pay for exclusivity for those games to stay off of Xbox, like specifically to stay off, not to keep on PlayStation. Like literally, that's what the contract says. That's why it's on PC and not the Xbox platform.
Yeah, Street Fighter 5 never come to Xbox. Street Fighter 6, it will come to Xbox. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so let's go back to our guest on this one. Okay, thoughts about Metroid Prime. First, this is going to be a two-parter because it seems like if there are certain games that's out there, there are people that have this assumption that if this game doesn't look like a certain type of game, then obviously it's not a quality title. But that's going to be the second part of this question. But the first part is your thoughts about Metroid Prime. It seems to be getting all types of great feedback. I see a lot of people playing it. Have you got a chance to get your hands on it? If not, are you excited about this title?
I haven't. I picked it up.
Okay.
I started it. It is
So let's back up. You keep saying Metroid Prime. Are we talking about Metroid Dread?
Oh wow.
Dread.
Dread.
I didn't even notice he said that.
I did say funny. Yeah, my bad. Metroid Dread. My bad.
Prime is a whole different game.
That's a whole different game. You're right. My bad.
He caught you. He knew. He knew what he was doing.
Well, he's a Nintendo guy, so I get it. Okay, so yeah, Metroid Dread. Yep. I apologize. Metroid Dread.
He said, "Correct yourself."
I know. I did. I corrected myself. I got you.
Yes, Metroid Dread is awesome. I started it. I'm digging it. So far so good. Obviously there's some challenges. It's nice to have those challenges, work around it, and when you beat through it, you're like, hell yeah, like you found your way. You don't have to worry about being stuck and then quitting or anything like that. Everybody knows this is going to be a challenging game, so I like learning all the buttons again, and I haven't played Metroid in forever, so for me it feels like brand new all over again, and I'm happy it just reminds me also of like Dead Cells and like Ori and like these Metroidvania games. I was like, it's back, and it looks good too. Like, yeah, it's not perfect and beautiful, and people are like comparing like certain shots that look better than other shots and whatever. But at the end of the day, the gameplay is what matters, and that's what I'm having fun with.
Nice.
But yeah,
All right.
like I said, I just started it, so I haven't like beat it. I'm probably not even halfway or anything.
Right.
So far it's really cool. I've been playing a little bit handheld, but it is challenging because of my eyesight, and you got to get real close to the screen. So I'm gonna dock it and actually play that one on the big screen for sure.
Yeah, because it looks like, even though it's I mean, it is playable undocked, but it just seems like the character Samus seems pretty small, so you
Yeah.
would think that it would be a little bit easier to see it on your big screen. So
Yeah, definitely. 70-inch TV. I'm like, yeah, let's go. I have to do it. I have
Samus is
to.
gonna be Samus. Yeah, so you.
Yeah. It's really fun. I'm happy with it so far. And regarding like what people are saying, I mean, everybody has their preference, right? So whether this is your type of game or you see this more like a smaller title, everybody's different. I know so many people, they're like, this is my AAA, this is my game, this is what I was waiting for. And it's back, and Metroid's back, and I'm like, awesome. And I know for a fact they're also waiting for Metroid 4 and stuff like that too. So I'm like,
time for.
Okay, sure. Yeah, there you go. Either way, I know so many people are looking forward to that, and I'm like, this is getting me excited to look forward to that as well, so I can actually see what they do with that. And the price did not bother me, not one bit. Even if I'm not playing it 24/7, even if I'm not comparing it to Gears, because price is subjective to the person. You pay whatever you want for that game, right? So I can say Life is Strange for me. I want the collector's edition. I want the ultimate, whatever. I could pay $80 for Life is Strange. But other people would be like, nah, that's like a little AA game. I'll pay 40, I'll pay 30 for it. Or maybe not even pick it up, right? So it depends on you, and if that's your type of game, and what you want to put for it. And I see it like it's worth it to me, right? So everybody is different in that aspect.
Okay, all right. I will come back to you about the second half of this question. But let's go to Slayer. What about you, man? I know that you partake into other games. But is Metroid Dread? Yeah, it was funny because I had Prime. I had Prime in here. Oh no, I said Prime. Lord have mercy. I had Anthony Chipmunk. he said it. Yeah, he had to change it up too. Yeah, he said Metroid Prime. What do you think? I mean, is this something that you are excited about, that you would play eventually, or is it something that's not in your wheelhouse?
This game was never on my radar enough. Like, I never paid enough attention to what Nintendo was doing because it kept disappointing me to actually look at what this new Metroid Dread was about all these years when they were always talking about it. I never bothered to even look. Honestly, that's how apathetic I was, right?
Oh, wow.
But no, truly, and I like to pat myself on when I get a nice choice of words, or when anybody else uses the perfect
great
word.
choice of words. Yeah,
right.
That was great.
Like, truly, I feel, and usually when I feel that way, it's because it fits perfectly in all aspects. No matter how you view my use of that word, it's that. I mean that. Like, I didn't care at all. So when I saw it, for me to tell you this game looks fantastic, and if I had a Switch, this is definitely something I would get. I guess we'll talk about the price stuff later, but all that other stuff goes away when a good game is good. You know?
Okay. Yeah, no doubt.
Certain things are easier to do when a good game is good, and this looks like a good game.
Okay. All right.
Real good game.
Nice. All right. What about you, D? Is this something that you're excited for? Something that you might want to pick up here at a later time, or if you already may have picked it up now?
It is not. Okay. I'm not a Metroid fan. Not that I dislike it, because that's not the case. It's just not one of the genres that I typically pick up. So no, I'm not really enthused about it, but it looks cool. It's nice to have all these releases And I like seeing my friends who have been looking forward to stuff be excited and have something new to play. So that part I like, but that could be, any game. So, but I
Nice.
personally won't be partaking.
Okay, all right, no doubt, no doubt. And let's get to these super chats. Oh my lord, I see a purple in the house. What is that? Pink future? What is that color? Anyway, but I see my boy Dragonheart Yobi. He says, "Okay, we got to get some gaming in for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Black Order, Epic." Fight Night Sunday last week, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for existing. Oh no, man, thank you, bro. Listen, Yobi is one of the kindest people that you ever want to meet. If anybody that's in the chat or anybody that listens,
legend in all caps for real, son.
You know what I'm saying? When other people that would sit here and I'm like, hey, he said, what? I don't know about him. He was like, Brooklyn, what about him? I say, man, no, Yobi good people, man. Yobi's good people. And now look, those two are inseparable. Like Yobi is just you know what I'm saying? He's a different cat, but he is a good person, man. Thank you so much, man. Like, when I say he's different because he want to be vegan. Then next thing you know, he want to.
Right.
Why you guys say he want to be?
Why? Let the man be vegan.
Because that man gonna want to eat eventually, man. He's a he's gonna sink his teeth. Anyway, all right. I gotta give Yobi a problem.
This man.
But yo, brother, yeah, no doubt, man. Listen, I'm always messy to a certain degree. So, and I'm about to get the messy going here after this topic.
Put the drink down.
The drink is not even started yet. I'm just now sitting here, man. I'm chilling. But once we get to that one topic,
but the way
when we get to the next topic, I'm gonna pour in pretty about a half a cup. Get ready for that one. Anyway, so no, I won't. I promise. So anyway, back to my point. All right. So Yobi's really good.
It'll just be a quarter, huh?
Yeah, just a quarter. You're right. But yeah, no, Yobi really good people, man. Y'all got to follow him. Check him out on all the stuff that he's doing. He's Retro Renegades. I believe, is he a part of the guild? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. I know he hangs around clowns and them. Clowns is good people. You know what I'm saying? So, So check him out, man. He's really, really good people. So no doubt. But all right, let's get on to Z Black Rider. Woo! He said, and see, this is, this is what happens when you have, when you get asked or told, I'm coming to your show and you're going to like it. He says, so happy Fox is back. Foxy. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Z Black Rider. Really do appreciate it. Yes, definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I will pay you back in nickels and dimes in about 3 years. So don't worry about that. So, all right.
He's always a big supporter in all the chats.
He is a big supporter in all the chats, man. Yeah, come on down next and everything. So thank you, Z Black Rider. Really do appreciate it. All right. And nobody did laugh at my joke. That feels kind of bad. I didn't know that fell flat like that. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. You just got to be funny. That's all.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Disrespectful. All right. So, all right.
It's a savage ass panel.
Word.
You thought bot was getting it. No, man, I get it.
Nah.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
I see now. I see.
Yeah, you see. Yes. So let me go to, because Dee said she didn't play. So okay, let me go to UPK because I know that this is a game that is definitely probably in your wheelhouse. So have you got it already? Have you played it? And I would be surprised if you tell me that you're not a Metroid fan, but you never know. So what do you think? Are you excited about this game?
I am a Metroid fan. That's what I was going to ask if the panel ever played Bloodstained, because that was created as well from people who collaborated on the original Metroid. And it's amazing. It is on Xbox and it was on Game Pass as well. It's an amazing game.
I have it. Yeah, I played it. It's really good. I didn't know that they made it though.
I think the one that looks old school is like a 8-bit or 16-bit or something.
Yeah, you should play
a long time ago.
Try the one on Game Pass, the newer one that couldn't really run well on a Switch.
Oh
but,
yeah, I've seen that one.
But anyways,
it's called Curse of the Moon 2.
Yeah, Curse of the Moon is the older one. Is not the new one or the newer one. It's the That's the prequel. Curse of the Moon was the prequel. It's the characters that's in the same game, but it's their perspective.
Okay.
But anyways, still a good game, nonetheless. Metroid Dread is technically Metroid 4. Okay, it is the last game of the entire series. A lot of people don't know that. That is the biggest disappointment because I mean, if you guys been playing Metroid, you would know that this takes place right after Metroid Fusion, like right after Samus gets that biomechanical suit, so her suit is alive. And this is supposed to be the last of him making any Metroid game going forward. So I'm thinking like, okay, well, if this is going to be a last, this is kind of a disappointing thing, right? Just going out like this, not even going out with a bang. At least Devil May Cry 5 made it a big deal, right? They had the theme song, the music. Okay, Metroid 5. There you go. So, uh, the music, the theme song, everything, right? They went out with a bang. But here it is, Metroid Dread is the last of the series, and it feels like we're being shortchanged. I'm not saying the game is bad, but it's kind of like you want it to be the best you can ever make it to be going out. And even though the game might be fun, it still is not a good representation of what the best could be, right? It's just not. And I'm being honest with you. Here it is. We just had Sora release on or announced, I would say, for the Smash Bros. And this is probably Sakurai's last Smash Brothers game ever. However, no one can deny that the amount of work he put in to maintain the likeness and the character's moveset and still make it work in that Smash Brothers game. He put in a lot of work, and you can see the quality. However, when you go to Metroid Dread, you feel like something is off. This doesn't match up, right? Metroid Prime is actually a prequel to the Metroid series itself. It's actually before Metroid 1. Do we want to see Metroid Prime 4? Absolutely. We want to see that. But it takes place before then. So if we're getting the ending now, and this is kind of a letdown, because especially, one of my friends who helped make Metroid Other M, which is kind of like an action game, more than just a Metroid game. Had cinematics, had voices, all this other, and this was on the Wii. Here it is, we on Switch, which is more powerful. Come on, man, we should be able to do a little bit more than this now. I don't know. I just feel kind of slighted, and it's not that I don't think the game would be fun. I just feel like for it to be the final act, there should be more to it. I mean, how would anybody feel if we never heard Master Chief talk and it was the last Halo game? If the last Halo game looked like the first Halo game, how would you feel? I mean, I'm just saying that's what it feels like. Like something is off here, and I don't know. I feel like we're being shortchanged a little bit, but I'm not gonna say the game is terrible or it's not fun, but I just expected a little more for the final Metroid game. That's all I'm saying. And I mean, at the end of the day, I'm sure the game still is great. I've seen a lot. I didn't get it because I'm still on the fence, right? It's more or less I'm a little upset about it. To be honest, even when they revealed it at E3, I was like, "What? Are you kidding me? This is the last one, and this is what you're doing. This is." And I was in the chat. Everybody's like saying the same thing. Like, this can't be the last one. This is a joke.
Well,
And
we're going to get to this point that you're talking about to the second part of this, but yeah, okay. So
yeah,
all right, so you don't have it yet, though. All right, so but you
no.
kind of hold it back. All right, okay. So what about you, Mitchie? Is this something that's that are you excited for Metroid Dread?
No. I don't have a Switch, so that takes me out of the loop, kinda. And I never played any Metroid, so I don't really have any frame of reference. So it's just it was never my thing. So I guess I don't know if it's my thing because I never played them. So I guess it's just not knowing.
Not knowing yet. Okay, all right, but
Yeah.
you still gonna have an
I think
opinion to
it I
this
think it
second part
looks
of this,
good and
though.
everything, you know, and I
But
don't
it's
think
just
it's
not your type of game, though.
I don't think it is.
Okay, all right. Okay, so all right, let me go back to you, Foxy, on this on the second part. All right, so we've been having a lot of people on the internet in the gaming space that's been talking about what should and what shouldn't be considered a high quality title. Kind of PK has kind of alluded to what I want to ask you is basically the big question here is this game worth the $60? You know, is because it doesn't have this. You know, I seen somebody put a picture of God of War, of course, and then they put
My
a picture
God,
of
it ain't
of
relax.
but well, okay, all right.
This is
I'm gonna
dumb.
get your point in this, but Foxy, what do you think about this? Like, I mean, when people put these comparisons about like, well, look, this is a $60 game, but people are complaining about $70 games. When you see God of War and then you see Metroid Dread, this is quality. This isn't. What is your take on that?
I think people need to calm down. I kind of answered it a little bit when I was talking about it earlier. I jumped the gun, and I immediately was mentioning that I don't like when you compare games like this with Gears of War, or when other people compare Life is Strange with other games and say that it's not worth the price. But I'm a big fan of those titles, so it is a good price for me. I definitely can justify spending that extra amount to even get like Ultimate Edition or Collector's Edition, right? And put that extra money in. So with this game, I don't think people should do that because it's not about the way the game looks compared to those. It's about what the game is on its own and how it holds up, especially if you're looking forward to it, especially if you like the gameplay, especially if you're a big fan of the title or the
For
series, you know?
you, if it ain't for you, if you ain't wanting to spend the money at the end of the day. I mean, I could
Right.
say the same thing about all the sports games. I don't think they're worth the money, but that doesn't mean that everybody won't spend the money on them.
Go
We
ahead,
can
Foxy.
easily go back and forth.
Oh,
So yeah.
oh,
No,
okay.
I'm just adding on to what she's saying.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like when people do that. It's kind of like, oh, that game doesn't look good, and like I was mentioning earlier, people are comparing the way it looks in certain scenes, graphically and stuff, and it was like I don't care for those things. I don't care to compare. Yes, God of War is a beautiful game. Gears of War is beautiful, and I can also say an indie title that's stylized is also beautiful in my opinion because I like the way that looks, or I'll like the way it plays, and I can say, yeah, let me pay $40 for that indie when other people would say, nah, I'll wait until it's $10, you know? So none of that matters. At the end of the day, I think this title is worth it for me. I picked it up and I didn't even blink at the price. I was just like, I can't wait to play this. I haven't played Metroid in forever, so I'm excited.
And that's what's up. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Let me get to the super chat. I did not forget you, Polly Baba. What's happening with you, brother? He says, love the show, y'all. Thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate the support, man. Thank you guys. I'm about to steal something from Xbot because he always says it. He said, the super chat works, people. That's great. So but yeah, no, I do really do appreciate it, man. Thank you. I did not forget it. Did you have anything else that you wanted to add before I moved on to somebody else, Foxy?
I mean, I pretty much touched on it when I was answering it the first time around, and right
Right.
now I added to it. So yeah, game is awesome. If you want to play it. Don't worry about what other people are comparing it to.
No, I totally agree. All right, okay, so I'm gonna go to you on this one, Minchie. What is your thoughts about this as well? Like when people are doing these comparisons, trying to tell you what is a quality game and what's not. Like, I mean, like this Metroid game, like you've never played it, so you don't have the experience with it, but they'll tell you that that is not quality. And then you look at a game that's, you know, that's considered to be AAA and all of this, and that's quality. Do you agree with that take, or do you have a different thought process?
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if you like it and if you think it's good, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter what they think because they're not the ones playing it. You are. So if you think it's a great game, that's your opinion, and it doesn't matter what they think.
I agree.
Long and the short of it.
Yeah, that I agree 100%. Okay, what about
And
you?
why would you compare God of War to
Listen, that's listen.
like to like, not apples to oranges?
I mean, there's people that's been going crazy about this all week long because the one thing of it is overall is that Metroid is getting more attention than PlayStation games. I mean, because the most of the people that I've seen complain about it are PlayStation guys, and that's not me just trying to just pile on the PlayStation community. It's just that when you see somebody showing the comparisons of these PlayStation games, but a lot of people want to throw in God of War and all that, and I'm pretty sure that most of you guys seen that on the internet too. It's just like I don't know. So that's what's been going on here, and because Metroid has been getting a lot of attention and a lot of love. So I don't
But
know.
Nintendo games usually do get a lot of attention.
It does.
I mean, it doesn't matter how good or bad they are; they get a lot of attention.
Oh yeah, they definitely got their following, and that nostalgia speaks for itself.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I mean, they made like 50 million Mario games.
Yeah, exactly. That's
and
a
every
household
single one
name.
of them gets a crazy amount of attention and say how wonderful they are, even though they're essentially just another Mario game.
It almost sounds like jealousy if you really think about it. Like, I think
Well, that's because PlayStation has no games right now, right?
Oof, oh Lord. Whoa.
Messy. Spicy.
PlayStation has no games. You got that wrong. PlayStation has the best Xbox games out there. And that is Psychonauts and Deathloop. Don't get it twisted, okay?
Oh my God. Everybody was calm, but I think Mitch, I was not expecting that from you, Mitchie. Mitchie, I was not expecting that from you. But you know what? I think we're ready now. I think we're ready to just kind of get on into that messy side. But you know what?
Yeah, I'm Kermit the Frog with the sympathy in the side, bro, for real. My God.
I think the messiness is about to begin. So anyway, all right.
I ain't saying nothing.
No, I got you. So let's go ahead and go to D. What is your thoughts about this?
Here it comes.
Come on, D. She might not. Well, now you gonna don't do that.
Tell it, girl. Tell it how you tell it.
So D, explain this whole situation of what is a quality game and what isn't, because right now it just there's quite a few people out here that are doing these crazy little schedule events. I forget what are those things called where they
Faces.
Yeah, they're doing those
with like 300 people in them.
Right, and then they're just all talking about this is unacceptable. How the Nintendo community accepts this type of situation. So D, please break this down.
Easy
for
to
us.
block lift.
What is the purpose of people making this point to try to talk about both games? Like, I mean, they're two different games.
Word. Oh well. Oh boy. This just feels multifaceted to me. It's not just one thing. There are multiple things that are at play right now. No pun intended. To kind of branch off of what everybody is saying, I think it's a host of things. I think it's boredom. There is, like you were saying, Mega, there is a lot of pocket watching right now on the internet in the gaming community, which doesn't make sense to me. And I've said it before. There's a lot of chatter by people with something they have no interest, desire, or are financing. Like the people that are actually interested in Metroid Dread, they're actually buying it or waiting for a sale. They're not complaining about the price or the quality. Nintendo,
never Nintendo.
Not Nintendo, but if you can trade in and get at a lower price, I'll put it that way. If you can get it for a lower price, you'll wait and play a game, trade it in, whatever the hell. But I don't know. I think it all goes back to the necessity for validation, which is sad. There are a lot of people, not everybody has a Switch, but there are a lot of people that have Switches have other systems. So I don't know why some people are just like, this is quality, this isn't quality. Why are you guys playing it? It's just like, why does it affect you what other people are playing? You know what I mean? I don't get why people compare it. If something's not for you, it's just not for you. That's not the end of the world. It's totally fine. But, I feel, two sides of this. One part of me is just like, bitch, I'm tired. Like, are y'all songs not tired having the same kind of argument every time a game comes out? Like, when does it end? And then the other side of me is just like, okay, if, this game is a problem, open up your backlog. How many sports games have you bought that didn't work on launch? You got it early access, the shit was fucked, and you pay $60 for it, $90 for it, $100 for it.
Man,
Like,
somebody angry.
because what this
I'm one
told
of 'em.
me with people
I
was
told you it was coming.
Yeah,
what this
he's
told with
right.
people was like gameplay, is superseded by graphics. And that upsets me because it's just like, okay, people can play what they want. Not everybody wants a game that is, light photorealistic, heavy narrative. That's not
We don't
everybody's
have
goal.
photorealistic. Let's be real. We're not even there yet.
Listen,
We're close to it though. We're close to the point where people will talk about it nonstop.
People are talking about 8K and shit when 4K didn't matter a year ago. So not everything has to be like that. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like these are the same people that, just either buy the same game every year. They talk about graphics. They're buying the Grand Theft trilogy for the 10th time in 20 years. It's a Venn diagram of overlapping because graphics. So I think it's stupid. I think it's a moot point to sit there and have a video of God of War next to Metroid Dread saying that this is what $60 gets you with Nintendo and this is what $60 gets you with PlayStation. Obviously, Nintendo's doing something right. Everything they do gets eaten up by the gobfuls.
Nintendo is saying payday every time their exclusives hit. They're showing payday.
Like y'all said, the shit is never on sale. This the third Switch they done release. Shit sold out. Like, don't nobody like what do you gain from that? Like, I don't know. It's just out of pocket. And this week there was just so many people just going on about $60. Okay, you spent your $64.59. You enjoyed it. Here's a cookie.
Oh.
I don't know what else the hell to tell you. I don't know. Go over there and pay $70 and be happy. Like, people over here in Nintendo, they want to play it. They gonna play it. It doesn't hurt you. Like, only later or something. It's just enough.
Wow. Okay, yeah. No,
I don't know.
Why you?
I agree 100%.
KMEGA, you're not allowed to pick no more topics because you just setting people off. I don't know what is going on today.
It's gonna get worse because these topics are only gonna get more juicy before we end the show. We finally wind it down with the Xbox news about but that's it. I mean, the other two topics after this is gonna be ridiculous. So
you 36. Shit. God damn. It's annoying. I'm sorry. I have a very short patience with people. It's just so annoying. People are just like, yeah.
Never suffer fools, lightly or otherwise. Take it from me.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So, all right.
Got nothing else better to do. This is a problem overall, not just a Nintendo or on PlayStation.
No.
On the Game Pass. I mean, people are talking about Game Pass, and I'm like, so let me play on Game Pass.
Right.
If I want to support the dev in more than I already am, let me go out of my way and get Gears, because I'm gonna get Gears. I'm gonna get Forza physically. I like to add those games to my collection, but guess how I'm first gonna play it? On Game Pass.
Oh, where's my Game Pass?
No, you're hurting the industry. You're hurting the industry.
Games, and when the deals come for those games, please let us know, my dear.
Oh, I share those.
Yeah, we got to get those Foxy. Foxy.
You drink it, aren't you?
I'm not.
He had that quarter. I told you.
You probably gotta get somebody that speak English right now.
That's fine.
Shares so many deals, and you know what? You guys are right. Out of all of them, Nintendo is the one that goes on sale the least. But
least,
they do go on sale once in a while.
Oof, once in a
or
while.
after a while,
Or
from what I've
after a
seen.
long while. Yeah,
Well,
'cause
you show
I'm
me
still waiting
you
for
show me a
Zelda.
Pokemon game that's ever went on sale, even the old ones.
Bayonetta. I was looking today.
5%. That's what you get.
Bayonetta and Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Nope, they're still at the same price. Like I'm like, come on.
Even
man.
Kirby is $60. Like legit.
Yeah, like they. But you know what?
So
Once
cute.
Blue, you see them file off like 8 to 10 months later, and that's not even up for tax. Come on.
Yeah, so
In a
they're
big
tripping.
city, anyway.
Let me go ahead and
They
read
only
this.
go down to 40. But yeah, go on. Go ahead.
Let me read the
Move
super
on.
chat from Hood Ninja. No, see, he said it all crazy, so I just got to just say Hood Ninja Gaming and Entertainment. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. He said, I'm in my 40s and played the original. If you're not old enough to have played it, you are not going to appreciate it. And that part can be true too as well. To me, it's more beyond just the appreciation of these titles. It's just people are trying to have these standards, and it's what Foxy was saying that really trips me out. That what she said was absolutely right, but what trips me out is that when people judge you on that, and that's going to be a topic. That's going to be a topic, and I think that's going to get really messy. But when they pocket watch, I wonder how many games they have in their library. That's what I want to know compared to the games that we have in our backlog. Because I guarantee you, mostly everybody on this panel will outshine by a mile about how many games do we have compared to those people that's saying that. Now, so there'll be some people that might be gifted a lot of games or, et cetera, et cetera. But I really have a problem myself too when people try to keep constantly open their mouth and try to talk about what people should be doing with their money and talking about supporting something, but then yet showing pictures about, well, you shouldn't support this, you should support that. Gaming should be supported regardless. It's all about, it's just like what Mitchie said, it's in the eye of the beholder. I think it's really crazy. But
with this, or you get with that.
Yeah, you can get with this, you can get with that. So let me go ahead and get to PK on this one. What do you think, man? Is this, do you agree with what the ladies have been saying on this, or do you have a different take? Because I know beforehand you were saying that you were disappointed in how Metroid Dread looked, but
I'm disappointed.
Okay. All right.
I'm not disappointed.
It's not going out with a bang, basically.
Oh, okay.
Right.
It's
not.
That it deserves, frankly.
Yeah. I feel like it should be like on a high level. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I have no problem with. Listen, Mega Man 11 was amazing. How much did that cost? Anybody know?
I think it was 60, wasn't it? 40? No.
Mega Man 11?
It was 50. Yes, it was 50.
Okay.
But the point I'm making is, it looks amazing. Is it a long game?
I was thinking about that little extra one that didn't come from Capcom. The other one, I was gonna say that one wasn't 50. That one was like 30, I think, when it first came out. 20 or 30.
I got Tales of Arise. I got the Ultimate Edition, and then I got it on Steam. So what that mean? Was that not worth it? All I'm saying is, I feel like Pokemon Sword and Shield was damn sure not worth it, right? But they sold the game at 60, and they sold it as two different games, even though it was the same game, and it damn sure outsold anything that God of War ever put out.
Oh no! See.
Is it on the same quality of graphics? Hell
Why does
no.
the truth sting so hard? Ooh.
It doesn't. But at the end of the day, they don't care. Because you know what? Pokemon prints money. And it doesn't matter. And as long as it does, it's going to continue. At the end of the day, people pay for what they want. All right? If people are going to spend $250,000 on a car where people can't even buy houses, okay? That it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to you on what you perceive is worth the value. Like, if you don't see Game Pass being value to you, that's mainly because you don't even own a console beyond PlayStation or Switch. And most Switch owners, like G alluded to, has a different platform anyway. But a lot of PlayStation guys don't. And the reason why they holding all these little pity parties is because they ain't got no games to play. Let's be real. I put out on Twitter, I welcome anybody to check my receipts. Ain't none of you will come close, okay? I'm approaching almost 1,200 games I have access to on Steam. And there's 20 of them I haven't even 20 or 30 of them I haven't even put the codes in yet. Let alone all my other platforms. All I'm saying is you guys can't talk about being a gaming or complain about something you're not even going to play. If you're not going to play it, why are you complaining? It's like you can't have an opinion on something you don't have no experience with. I just told you, I sit here, I literally have 400 or 500 hours on Smash and 300 hours on Pokemon Unite. That's more hours gameplay than most of these people complaining about on Metroid on their entire library. And that's just 2 games. That's it. Just 2 games. And all I'm saying is if you can't be complaining, you can't be sitting there spending 3 hours in some sort of circle complaining about some game that you're not going to play. I'm a fan, and I was being critical about how I felt about the presentation. I didn't say it looked ugly. I just felt like it should be better than what they're giving us. However, I am being critical, just like I'm being critical of the Pokemon Sword and Shield. I felt like they're the worst of the entire series, yet it sold the most. And all I'm saying is, to those people who bought it, it was worth it. And what I'm getting at is some people bought both. That's $120.
Sure is.
For the same game that they put out there as 2 different games. And then they sold DLC. That was $40 a piece. And people bought that too.
Wow.
So, and not to mention you can't play online without their subscription, right? That you can't send messages to your friends on.
Hey, but notice that.
So when you go back to what we're talking about here, Nintendo is getting away with it because they can. All right? People are spending the money on it because this is what they want. At the end of the day, we could be critical, but we shouldn't be complaining about something you're not going to experience. All I'm saying is, listen, I played Death Stranding, and I hope it's the last Stranding, because that game is trash. And I'm saying this. I'm saying this.
Fire trash.
I can complain because I played it. I played it. I gave it a shot. And I'm sorry, the FedEx Simulator, real life is much better. Okay? It is what it is. I don't know how that game got considered Game of the Year because that game shouldn't even been on a radar of an indie, let alone a full title.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
And all I'm saying is...
using the nuclear option. Wow.
And all I'm saying is that, with that being said, real gamers just play games. They ain't got time to sit around and bitch and complain about what they're not going to play on a system they don't own.
PK.
I put it out there. I put it out there.
PK, one second, PK, please. I want to repeat for those in the back that one line you just said. Say it with your chest. Gamers do what?
They just play games, yo. They just play games. And I put it out there, and I know 16 and like, look, I said, look, I got this many Xboxes in my house, this many VRs, PlayStation, this many Switches, this many gaming PCs. You can't come talk to me about nothing, okay? You can't. Most of you don't even have a TV to support the crap that you're talking about. Supposed to be all these graphics. Let's be real. PC gamers play games that don't even have these what they call photorealistic graphics. They don't. They play a lot of games that are indie or fun, right? And they're typically not the most graphical situations, but they're fun. At the end of the day, that's all it's about, playing games that you enjoy. It may not be for me, but hell, if you're a fan of it, go for it. Go for it. You know what I mean? It's the same thing about the Game Pass. Hey, if you don't see any value in it, that's your problem. And I say it, that's your problem. because there is no way in hell, there's nothing out there, no entertainment wise, no streaming service that is a better value. And no one no one in the industry that runs the businesses can deny that. That's why they all trying to imitate it. If it wasn't, they would not be trying to imitate it. I'm telling you that now. It's a thing. And
we got to make this last
Metroid,
because we got a couple of more topics, and I want to.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Metroid Dread is probably a great game because the quality is there for as the gameplay. I just wanted it to be better. However, that doesn't mean better as in it needed to be better graphics. I just wanted to be on that high action stylish side that the new modern technology could bring to the game, if that's where I'm coming from with that. So at the end of the day, that's me being critical. It doesn't mean that is it worth $60? If you want it, you're gonna spend the money. Period. How many people have not? I mean, the PlayStation guys are okay with spending $70. How much did they pay for Deathloop? Is that $70? Because I know I only paid $60 for it.
I thought it was $60. I thought it was $60.
I only paid $6 for it. My point is, they're okay with paying $70. I'm not.
Yeah. So, all right. Okay. All right, Slayer. You the last one on this topic, on this point. What is your thoughts, man? Like, this whole comparison thing.
There's certain things your daddy, your mom, or somebody should have taught you. Maybe you should learn in school and some way, somehow.
We gotta bring the parents.
No.
Oh man.
No. Listen, but even before then, here's a little tip. It's overtime season. Some of y'all need to take your asses to work and earn some money for all this stuff you complaining about that's so expensive to you. Take your ass to work. But anyway, maybe a dad. There's a lot of jobs out there, okay? Nobody should be jobless in America in 2021.
Nope.
Okay?
Why are you fucking my West Indian grandmother, though? Get your ass.
Hey, my family's Haitian, so yo.
Yeah,
if my father was alive today, he would have been 103.
You already know that's that old school shit.
He came up under the.
All right.
I still feel pain, okay? At night sometime, okay? No joke. But, okay? All these people out here talking about checking other people's pockets but their own. Right? Like, you don't have these TVs. You probably don't even have the systems. You damn sure aren't even playing the games. You're on Twitter all day. So here's what somebody should have taught you that you probably don't know. Money is only worth what you believe it is. So too it is with most anything they sell you. There are not enough bricks in Fort Knox and wherever in New York, because you saw it in that Die Hard movie that one time, to back up every dollar in circulation. The dollar is supposed to represent something. And just like with these games and their value. Now, I was having a discussion with New Legal and Eli the Realist earlier this week about how I feel like 2D action games are now regulated to indie $15, $20 affairs. It can't get outside of that if they were, to increase, like the hours in the game or gameplay mechanics or whatever, to make it worth that amount. I don't even feel that would be too worthy unless it's a big name like, Mega Man. What happened with Mega Man 11? Because 9 and 10 were $20 on Wii and PlayStation and Xbox. Those were regulated to indie titles. And it took a really good Mega Man at $50 on Nintendo where you could do stuff like that because Nintendo, as we were saying, they get away with crap like that. Hey, $50. But it just so happened to be a really good Mega Man. So, okay. It's about what it's worth to you. Do I feel this Metroid is worth 60? No, but not every game I love is worth the MSRP at release. Sometimes I wait on a game. I'm like, I'll wait until I see it on sale or I have something to trade in. We've all thought that. Not every game is worth the asking price. But if it's important enough to you, you won't care if it's overpriced. Okay? I bought the Japanese Mega Drive Mini just because it had one of my favorite Genesis games of all time, Musha. I talk about it all the time. I will buy it on whatever it's on. I will buy whole platforms for it. I almost bought the Switch off of that because of their whole ROM thing that they're doing. Until I found out more details about it. Okay? A Genesis game, I have ROMs on every platform. I would have bought a Switch over that. Because that's what it means to me. To everybody else, it probably sounds crazy.
I bought Final Fantasy VII and Chrono Trigger on every platform, every single platform.
I do that too. I do that too. Yeah, because Chrono Trigger is one of my other top 3 on every platform. The Japanese PlayStation 1 version I have. One of the first things I ever bought with a credit card in my life. Okay? So I do that all day. Right? Because it's worth it to me. Well, what are these games worth to you? Apparently, for a lot of you, it's worth just sitting there and complaining on Twitter because it's not worth to get out there and earn the money to go and get them. But you'd rather just sit there and debate with other people online instead.
Okay.
Whatever, man.
All right. Moving on to one messy top towards the end of something messy and getting a little bit more messier. Let's get to it. All right. So, Forza Gate. There's a lot of claims that people are paying double for the game if you have Game Pass, and the game is also downgraded because of the lack of ray tracing. So,
What?
D, let me go ahead and get to you first on this. What? You don't want to go first? You don't want to go first? You want to hear what somebody else got to say?
I'll go first. It's fine.
No. It's okay.
No, I'll go first.
Okay, all right. I mean, you go. I mean, set the tone. All right. So what's going on here? I mean, only thing that I've been seeing here is nothing but complete praise for this game. Also, let me get this super chat. I'm sorry. Let me get to the super chat from Draghard Yobi. I just seen it. Sorry, brother. He says, put on your bulletproof vest because Genie and PK firing shots every angle. Boom, boom, cock, aim, and shoot. Lord have mercy. All right, so go ahead. What's up, Indie Gamer? What's happening with you? He says, hey, make embracing the messy. No, that was really actually Foxy. Don't get it twisted. Don't get Foxy's being nice. I'm ready for her to let it go because she was like, I'm ready for the messy. All right. So
No. You know what's really messy? That slip of the tongue that you're. Lady Fox already knew. You want to leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Anyway, all right. So come on, D. What's going on here? Why people are this game ain't even out yet, but we have seen some amazing looking gameplay from this game. But we got people out here complaining about you got to pay more money, and that stuff is not accurate. What the hell is going on? What Metroid? Now this.
To kind of branch off of PK and Sick, there seems to be a boredom going on. That's the only explanation that I can give. As far as why this is, I don't know about y'all, but I saw so many retweets and so many spaces about Forza 5 is downgraded. And my thing is, if you were gonna play it, I understand, like, okay, graphics are cool and everything, but it's just like most of the people that were talking about it, from what I could personally see, they don't play Forza. And once you kind of take a look at that fact, it's like, why are you dedicating 2, 3, 4 hour spaces to a game that you're never gonna play? It doesn't make sense to me. Y'all know I try to put logic into it. I struggle
There's no
to put
logic.
I know. It's very frustrating for me because I'm always just like, but why? That's the first part of it. It has to be the boredom. And
D, hold on a second. D, hold on a second, please. Listen, take it from me. I struggled with this for a long time. The reason why it kind of hurts your brain and doesn't make sense is because it's not supposed to. Once you embrace that, it just you feel better about it. You just like, oh, okay. You just move on.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna work on that because I just like, okay, whatever. The other side of it is duplicity and hypocrisy. The reason I say that is because I saw a lot of comparisons with Forza 4, Horizon 4, and Horizon 5, which hasn't even released yet. People don't seem to like transparency. It looks like because influencers have gotten previews of this game and recorded it and put it on the internet to show people what it looks like, and it looks damn good. It looks even a little bit better than Forza Horizon 4, as it should, because it's brand new. But I don't understand the Game Pass thing. They put out a simple chart, the chart that's been used in the gaming industry for years. If you buy this edition, this is what it comes with. If you buy this edition, this is what it comes with. Now, I will say the premium add-ons, it does have the word Game Pass on it, which I found to be weird. But because I have Game Pass, I'm sure that entails that you'll get a discount on it and you'll be able to purchase it via Game Pass for that discount. But going back to, the discussion about it, clearly they haven't played a Forza, because if you've played Forza Horizon 4, if you have Game Pass and you haven't played it, I suggest it because it's really nice. But it is really pretty as far as the graphics, the ray tracing, the water, all of those things. But going to my main point of duplicity, no one was saying shit when the article came out that Gran Turismo 7 is only going to have ray tracing in photo mode or some other shit. And it's just like, why are y'all? Why are you harping on the transparency of one game that you're never gonna play? They said they're gonna have ray tracing. You guys are looking at, oh, it's not gonna be there. It's not gonna be there. They told you it will be there. Meanwhile, the game that you're comparing it to told you it's not gonna have it, and no one's saying anything. Which to me just seems like you're just seeking out negativity or something to make negativity just for the sake of it, just to have something to say. And at the end of the day, it's just like, that has to be it. That has to be it, because it doesn't make any sense. If you're really concerned about a game and its gameplay, you're really concerned about the customer getting everything they're supposed to, you'd also be talking about Gran Turismo, and you're not. Not that anything's wrong with not having the ray tracing, make no mistake. I'm just talking about the fact that it's just like, on your platform of choice, there are excuses and no accountability. But the platform that's not of your choice, you have to be a contrarian. So this is gonna happen this entire generation. It just is what it is. It's gotten to the point where it's just like, okay, here we go. What's today's beef? What are we discussing today? Oh, okay. Forza Horizon doesn't have ray tracing. It's not even out yet. Okay. Like, you have to get to that point where you're just like, all right, my guy, like, do you? I guess if that helps you sleep at night, lying to yourself and others. Because I even saw one person where they're like, yeah, I said that Forza is not going to have ray tracing, but I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. And nobody was like, oh, okay. But everybody was hyping up his tweet where he was just like, yeah, no ray tracing. He corrected it, crickets. So, I mean,
and I don't even think that it is having ray tracing, and they're using something else, and it's not luminous, but whatever that they're using, it works because it looks absolutely stunning. Yeah, it looks absolutely stunning. So I don't know, it's crazy.
I'm tired. I'm literally tired. Like, physically and mentally, it's there's so much shit going on, work and trying to have energy throughout the day, trying to escape on Twitter, and you're gaming. It's just like, yeah, like, a lot of times I look at Twitter like, couldn't be me, and put that bitch right back down, because it's just, I can't.
Good for you. You keep it moving.
Y'all be easy. Like, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Like, okay, my guy, go ahead.
It's crazy. No. You're right. I mean, it can get draining, especially if because I've been caught in those situations. And it first started off on Facebook, where I would just have these discussions.
Oh,
I would
boy.
say something to somebody, we're talking, the next thing you know, I'm looking, and I started it off because we had a slow time at work. Then, you know, I'm getting hit back. So I check once I get to a point where I got downtime again. And so we got in the back and forth. And the next thing you know, I'm getting ready to go to bed to go back to work again for the next, and we're still talking about the same thing. And I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I mean, obviously this person is not going to agree with what I got to say, or this person is just absolutely just lonely. Like, look, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't get it, but I totally agree. So, all right, what about you, Slayer? What is going on with this whole Forza situation? I seen that Anime, he came in there and he was saying that you know, the anime rapper, he was saying like, oh, this is his first time hearing about it. No, it's been going around. I was posting stuff and I've avoided it because I was hearing it last week. Then it started going crazy this week yet again, and there was just so many bizarre, you know, statements being thrown out there that I just like, all right, guys, you know what? I can't be the only one that's going to be suffering from this, so y'all going to have to look at this. So I start posting that shit in the DMs like, what is this? So Slayer, what is going on, man? Why is it that this game, which is highly acclaimed, one of the most anticipated games out here for the year, getting a lot of praise everywhere else except for certain gamers out there that just feels like they should just bash on anything and everything in this point in time? What's going on?
You know the vibes.
Humadine again? What is this place? Psycho Central? If anybody knows what that quote is from, $5 Xbox credit. Anyway, yo, that's what I was thinking when I saw this topic. Cause I'm like, didn't we do this last week? But then you just revealed, yeah, we skipped over it. Cause yo, we went through this tit for tat. Tit for tat. Say it with your chest, right? When right? When they were talking this mess about the ray tracing last week. This week, influencers had gotten access to the game for a certain amount of time and was able to record lots of footage and pictures and put it out there. Right? Apparently not Digital Foundry, which is odd.
Right. That is true.
That just crossed my wow.
When you just said that, I'm just like, oh yeah, well, yeah, Dealer,
Cole Galleon 83 had
Cole, Jazz,
Brand had it too.
Yeah, like
Brand had it. Yep. Did Grub have it? No, right?
No, I don't know if Grub had it, but I know
certain
Jazz
people had it.
So
okay,
yeah.
Okay, it was very select. All right. It was select. It's a shame. I would have liked to see their analysis because the new. This is like zombies, and you know me, I hate them. Zombie, like yo, this, you know, it came back with, you know, from the footage and pictures, you know, from this preview that these influencers got. So there was this one guy, and shout out to J-Rock for exposing this clown, who who took footage of the game in performance mode, right? Where they, I guess it cut, you know, one of the sacrifices for performance mode was they cut down the vegetation a little bit. And they try to put a fake image about downgrading, right? And shout out to J-Rock for exposing this guy, you know, saying that, no, that's not what happened, right? It's kind of like with that whole thing with Saltiest, you know, when Colin, you know, posted the full video and you compared it to, you're like, oh, he literally edited it, you know, for effect. It's the same thing. Lots of back and forth. Yo, I swear the goalposts are on wheels that are waxed up. Or have lots of what's that spray? What's that spray? WD-40. Yo, they got dudes with WD-40 at the ready who's like all these wheels with the goalposts as they move them around. Yo, they got
They
got one hand on the post.
They gotta keep rolling. They gotta be pushing. They can't be rusty.
And the other hand is for like WD-40 and they moving it and they all gotta walk in tandem to move these goalposts. It's like a game, son. Like, oh my god. Like, we just did this last weekend and the rabbit hole got deeper with the same bullshit. It's just that. It's fanboy bullshit. This game 12K textures. When we were looking at the game at first, we didn't even realize that was the game. We thought it was CG footage at first. It still looks that way, even in performance mode.
And it's cross-gen. And it's cross-gen on top of that.
Gen. Like, oh my God. And then wait till PC starts doing stuff with it like a year from now when there's even better hardware.
Well, wait till Motorsport drops. Because, I mean, that's a whole new engine. That's
right.
I mean, like that you know, and that's turn 10. Turn 10 is
yeah.
I thought it was actual footage. That's what they told me. They were like, no, they faking it. This is actual footage. And I was like, really? It's in game.
The whole time, like, you know, they're gonna continue to support Horizon even when Motorsport is out. Ray tracing is coming in the future, not now. Priorities first. Like,
what does
you know,
it matter? They don't even have TVs.
Honestly.
Right.
They
like,
don't even have TVs.
They don't even have the TV. Y'all don't even have none of this stuff. You talk about, like I said before. But once again, another symptom of the same old crap, man. It's every week there's always got to be some kind of topic, and it all boils down to this. That's what that's what the root of it is. It's this one little infection you can never get rid of, no matter how much you take vaccines or antidotes or whatever. Like, you can never kick it. And that's what this is.
Woo. All right. So Foxy, here you go. Have at it. You know what I'm saying? What is going on? Why are people, I mean, look, we just talked about Metroid, Dread, and now and people want to compare what's a game that is of quality and a game that isn't. And now you're looking at this, and then people are talking about a game that is been world renowned and has won awards and is considered the best racer out there. And
that's the thing. That's the thing right there.
Right. Like,
the fact that you just said all these titles, the fact that this game, it was highly anticipated and it got awards, that's why it's getting this kind of backlash, because so many people are looking forward to it. So, you know, what I'm going to do as a fanboy, let me look for the weak spot. Let me try to complain about something. Let me talk negative about it. That's because they want the attention. And that's the sad part.
Do you think this game has any weaknesses, though? I mean, from what we've seen, what we've heard.
No, exactly. It's like from what I've seen trailers, from what I see some gameplays from certain streamers or YouTubers, I see awesome game that I want to try. I want to play. It looks beautiful. It has nice colors. It's highly anticipated. They're talking about features. They're talking about what you can get with like the premium edition and stuff like that as well. And what you can get, like, you already get a lot with the base game, but then you get this premium edition and you got content forever. And I don't know why they want to nitpick and say this looks downgraded. I think that's everybody's go-to when they're jealous about a game or something. And they just want to be like, no, it's actually downgraded. Look at this picture and look at this other picture that's rendered on fucking Twitter. That's not how it works. Well, how about you want to wait until the game comes out and then you can actually compare stuff if you really want to go that way. Right. Or you could just actually enjoy the game.
Or just stop talking about a game you're not going to play.
I mean, they're gonna talk about it. They're gonna probably try it on Game Pass anyway.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. They got to buy it. They got to buy it. They can't have Game Pass. They can't have Game Pass, Foxy. Come on now.
What do you mean? They can't wait for that Halo. What do you mean?
They can't.
They're playing in secret.
No, they can't be getting Game Pass.
How you gonna skip out on this beautiful racer? Like, I don't understand.
No, they gotta pay for it. They say that if you're a gamer that supports games, you have to pay for it. So come on.
I saw that smoke when you was buying used games from Game Pass from GameStop. That's not supporting devs.
Oh well, no, that wasn't.
That's just. Or renting games from Blockbuster or whatever. That's not supporting.
There's a lot of Redbox dudes out there that was bragging about it back in the days. If you don't remember, they were bragging about Redbox. I Redbox that. Now, it's something different. But go ahead, Foxy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
People just want something to complain about, to talk about, so they can have a little spotlight for a little bit, and then they can say, "No, I know better. This looks worse than when we first saw it on the other trailer on a fucking stream, that it wasn't even full resolution." That's what they want to do. But I don't pay no mind to those people because I'm still looking forward to the game and I'm still going to get it and I'm still going to physically pick it up and add it to my collection. None of this stuff is gonna affect me. You can make 20 Twitter Spaces. You can make I don't know how many YouTube videos or podcasts about it. But at the end of the day, it's highly anticipated. It's made by an awesome studio who's also gonna work on Fable after this. Like, why would you give this studio such a big title if they couldn't do what they do best, and that's make some pretty ass cars
Facts.
and the scenery. Come on, I don't even. It looks realistic, you guys.
Man, it looked crazy. When
Yeah,
I saw
can't
that
wait. It
picture,
looks beautiful.
when I saw that picture, like when I saw the picture where they were showing the little creek, and and then dude was talking, and then you heard like the little chirps of birds and stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm like, whoa,
The atmosphere.
I was like, that looks crazy. That can't be the game. Next time, you see the car drive through the stream, and I said, hell, I stood up. I stood up like you can't. The only time that I stood up like that was when I seen Hellblade be announced at the VGAs. I said, you're fucking with me. You're fucking
Another
with
one.
me, Xbox.
Yeah, another one.
Right,
Another one.
right. Like you're
That's the
fucking
one that,
with me.
like, holy shit, my fucking eyeballs. That's
Right.
the that's the type of game.
That wasn't like you. I went in there and told my
game
wife,
that
I
I'm
said
like,
they
this-
fucking with me. I was like, Xbox is doing some PlayStation
That's the-
shit right now. They fucking with me. That can't be real.
It's the type of game that you're like, okay, this is only going to be on the new consoles and the PC, right? There's no way this is going to run the Xbox One. Right? That's that type of game.
Right. And that's really crazy. That is nuts. All right. So I do want to make this point before I go to PK, because I'll let Mitchie go last. I gotta read these. Super chats. And I want to read what Tim has said, because that's what I was going to bring up. But let me read the super chat from Yobi, showing a lot of support, man. Thank you so much for the love. He says, I remember the fuss about ray tracing in general, and I didn't even know what it was. When I tried it on Devil May Cry 5, I said to myself, this is what everyone is going crazy over. Turned it off and kept playing. So, like, that's another thing, too. That was a talking point where, like, it's kind of like with last gen with the 8K talk, where people were just like, oh, hey, this could go and push to 8K, and then you would hear, oh, these consoles could do 8K. And what? I think that was
shame
like,
too, because that's such a bad first experience. That's a bad choice, frankly.
Right.
To be honest, but still.
Right.
Made.
And so, like, sometimes, when Don be telling me stuff, I'll be sitting there and everything, and Don will say something, and and sometimes I'm like, man, you full of shit, man. Okay, when you're wrong, right? Like, I'm like, come on, man. I say I'm gonna light your ass up when you're wrong, because I'm like, this ray tracing shit is real. He's like, I'm telling you. He said the ray tracing thing is just a gimmick. He says luminous and other things and blah blah blah. Like, I'm not hearing. I'm not. And then all of a sudden, when I first heard about luminous from my standpoint, because I know it's been out a little bit longer, but when I first heard it, I heard it from him, and then I heard it from when Ninja Theory was talking about it. When they were like right after that, when Ninja Theory was talking about what they were going to be using for their game, and then next thing you know, all of a sudden, ray tracing is not being talked about as much as it was before these consoles first came out. And it's kind of like that whole 8K thing. Like, that's exactly how I look at it. So, I mean, it's too much of a resource hog. There's other ways to trick and to manipulate the eyes. So if they can find a way to not use something like ray tracing until ray tracing can be utilized better, I should say, I think that we won't be seeing ray tracing like that. We'll be seeing other type of assets being added to games. So
right, they have to implement it properly and know exactly, like, spot on how it's going to be put into the game and exactly what's going to be actually using it for before people are just going to start throwing it out there and saying, yeah, this has this or this has that, and then maybe you don't see it properly. People don't notice it. They're like, where? Oh, okay, right there.
Right. You gotta show some
I like the way that
all it is reflections, but nobody even knew.
That dealer was talking about the way they did reflections on this, and then how the car like shines through. He was like, it's probably something to do with the way that you see your rear view mirror in your car. You see the cars behind you and stuff like that. The way they made that effect, they did something with that, and then you see the same thing over on your car or on all the shiny bits and stuff. And I was just like, okay, that's interesting, but it's not the end all be all for me. I still think the game looks good. I'm still gonna play it whether it has that stuff or not.
Right, no doubt, and then that's kind of like right now, like I said, because it's dropping games to 30, and now a lot of people like to play their games on 60 or higher. That's why it's not the big factor until later on when they can start utilizing it better. And that's it. But let me read what Tim has said, and then I'm going to go to you about this PK next. Okay, so he said that premium bundle for Forza Horizon 5 is just all the Ultimate Edition add-ons without the game. So if you have Game Pass, you don't have to buy the whole game again. Now, this was what my confession was going to be, because this is my first year ever that I have not bought what I call the shut up and buy edition, which is the max edition. And because I don't want to hear about what other content is coming, just give me the content when it's available. Just here's the money. Shut up. Just give it to me when it's available, right? So I did that. I did it today. I said I was conflicting because I'm like, I always pay that $100 for Forza.
Shut up and take my money. That's what it was. Like, God damn it, I couldn't remember.
Yeah. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go do that because that gives me more leeway to give me something else or to put it on something else or whatever the case may be. It might only have to probably be with games or whatever. But that's the beauty what Game Pass gives you, because by the time that I do that, that's another way of just saying, look, I'm already supporting the game. I'm paying for this version. And so I get the game not only early, but I get all the extra content within that game throughout the next couple of years when the game just comes out and does the expansion and things like that. And then by that time, that game is going to be cheap enough if you wanted to wait that long because I think it's around 3 years when those licenses start to go out, 3 or 4 years. And then by that time, the game's like $1. So if you wanted to wait that long, I know I won't, but you can just buy the game outright at that point. You know what I'm saying? So that to me is the beauty of this new direction. They're like, look, we understand you're paying for Game Pass. We got these other options for you. So if you want to go ahead and just get this bundle, go ahead. And you're paying less than what you would pay for an actual game and getting all the assets because you're in the ecosystem and you're spending money within Game Pass. There were people that were out there saying that you're paying upwards of $240 on top of the DLC or microtransactions that you got to play within the game. That's what people were saying. I seen it yesterday. It blew my mind. And there was a whole, like this person posted this and it got like 900 likes and people were like, why is Microsoft finessing people and things like that? That's dangerous. There's so much dangerous rhetoric going on across just not only in gaming, but everywhere else. But that right there is just a flat out ass lie. Why people want to lie to seem right? PK, what in the hell are people doing? I know it's clout. I know it's capping. I know it's just for likes and things like that. But don't they understand how dangerous that is, especially if it's reversed on them about something that they like?
Hold on. Can I just put a small point before PK speaks? I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, PK. So I just want everybody to know what Mega's just said as far as Microsoft is finessing its 240. That would be libel. That is defamation. If it was spoken, it is slander. Let's just call a spade a spade. Because a lot of people are like, oh, slander. Nah, y'all throwing the word slander around. When it's written, it is libel. When it is spoken, it is slander. It is defamation. When you go out there and say shit that is incorrect, that is damaging to a company, that can have financial consequences, that is slanderous. If it's written, it is libel. That's all I wanted to say. Please continue.
And they get the clapback each and every time. Often now, immediately, somebody's on it with the facts. Like, why do I even bother?
When people lie like this is where it's going to get down to. Because I don't know if PK is still here or not, or whatever. PK, you still here?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
All right. No, you're fine. This is where it's going to happen. Is that where the companies are going to come after them. It's starting to happen more so with verbally, But the more and more these people keep trying to do this to get ad revenue or to booster up their whatever the hell they're doing, these companies are going to be like, okay, I got you. I'm going to hit your pockets. I'm going to hit you where it hurts. If they keep on doing this, and this is from Xbox for the Xbox fanboys that go crazy and do that dumb shit, from everybody, you keep on telling these lies, and it's going to start catching up with some of these people, especially if they're generating ad revenue off of it. They're going to start hitting those pockets. PK, what do you think?
I think in general, they do a lot, right? They do it with a lot of games, not just these. I mean, even Pokemon Unite got a lot of bad press because they're saying it's a pay-to-win system, or I think Sick even talked about Tales of Arise because they have where you can buy. I guess they have like you could buy some levels or something. I mean, it's not like you got to, right? They just put it out there for people who want to, who don't wants it easy. The people who will spend the money on that. That's why it's there. It's not a have to any situation. It's not needed to make you better. It's just there. As far as the Forza thing, it goes back to the same thing. They don't have the same energy when it comes to real stuff, right? Just fake stuff. Like talking about ray tracing. First of all,
look, this game right here don't have no ray tracing, and look at the reflections off of the sun, off of the water.
Well,
look at that.
They said it will have
That's an
ray
Xbox
tracing,
One game that you're looking at right
but at the end of the day, they can't see it because they don't even have the TVs to play it. They're not going to play the game.
You're
They
gonna have
don't
to
have
stop
Game Pass.
insulting these people's TVs.
They don't have
now,
an
damn it.
Xbox. They don't have the systems. They don't play the games.
Don't have that.
They don't. There's they're just out there, talking because they can. They want to stir up controversy to get attention.
Yeah.
They want to have some sort of cult, which is weird, but they do. I mean, they develop a whole website that literally says if you don't like PlayStation games, you're not a gamer. That's crazy that you have that kind of mentality. Like,
It is crazy.
like PlayStation is the biggest platform in the world when that's not true. PC is the biggest platform in the world. And at the end of the day, there's more gamers out there that play different stuff than the same. And I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna tell you, I played all these PlayStation games. I own majority of them, even if it's not on PlayStation. I have them on PC, and they all have the same. They play the same over the shoulder, third person, same controls, same everything.
Yeah,
they're all the same. I'm telling you, Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn, they all play the same. Nobody can tell me no different. All I'm saying is, did Ratchet and Clank run it 4K 60? No, because it can't. Okay? Because it can't. You know what they did? They tricked the system to divide it so it can run smoothly at 30 frames. And it's really at, 25 frames or something like that. 40 frames or something, because they can't do 60. Can it do ray tracing at 120? No, it can't. All I'm saying is, what?
No,
it can't even do 2K.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the problem right there, right? Like, it shouldn't matter. And by the way, we got one more topic, and then we're going to be done. So don't worry, we're not going to do two. We got one more topic after that. So after this, so I don't understand if the game runs well, the game looks well. Why should it matter if the frames are 25 or if they're 30 or if they're 50, 60 or 120? I get where people say it runs better just like that. But Ratchet and Clank there's not one person I've heard say that the game runs like trash. And that's the thing to me is that, well, if the game doesn't run bad, then
they don't even have the TVs to support. They don't even have the TVs to support the mode that they did it for. So of course it runs fine because they can't see the difference. They don't know any difference. They don't know.
About these people's TV.
None of them even play. Listen, what I say.
man.
I didn't spend all this money as a gaming rig to tell you that I see the difference. I know the difference. And they don't even know what real HDR is. They think Spider-Man on PS4 had HDR.
Oh,
all right?
no.
That's physically impossible.
You know what? That's right. They did. They kept showing a picture of Spider-Man on the wall. You know, they were showing that before the PlayStation 5 came out. They were showing it on the Pro.
It's impossible because they don't have the component to do it. HDR does not exist on HDMI 1.4, no matter what Sony tries to sell you. But they said it has it. It says it on the box, on the PS4 box. It said it. I'm not lying, like legit. But they believe that it's true. They believe that the PS5 is 100% RDNA 2, but there's no VRR or no. Let me not go. Okay.
Don't go.
Point is, all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, they don't.
Don't you mean 3? RDNA 3?
Oh yeah, that too.
Bitchy.
Oh shit!
Finish him. Oh, bitchy.
You know, something that don't exist.
Right.
And the fact that it has 8K on the side of the box, knowing damn well it can't even do 4K.
Oh my God. There's so many reasons.
But you believe everything you hear, you know. All I'm saying is they're never going to play it. They don't even have the system, the TVs, none of that. Not even the cables. They don't even know the technical hardware, let alone having this discussion.
Oh my God.
It's just nonsense. At the end of the day, they know that Forza is still going to be king when it comes to racing titles, period. And no one can deny that.
This is
They can,
horrible.
and they will.
This is
they can
awful.
They can do it to themselves, but it would never, not one Gran Turismo will ever beat Forza. Period. Going forward.
I mean,
hold on. Yo, KMEGA.
Yeah.
KMEGA, listen. I gotta be real messy, and you gotta save me from this. I can't stop looking at this thing in Discord.
Okay.
It's the same thing the whole time with that PS5 PlayStation fanboy doing the push-ups, and then he gets up and he gets knocked out. You gotta do something about that. I'm looking at that all night.
Oh man, I didn't. Yeah, somebody put that in it. Well, I know who put it in there, but I'm not going to say his name because he's not in here.
How do you delete? Oh, here it is. Okay, you can delete it. Oh, thank God. Oh my God.
What's going on?
Somebody in the Discord, in the GRG Discord, they put a picture of they put a gift of this dude was acting bad, like he wanted to whoop somebody's ass, and he was doing push-ups and everything, and right when he got done, he had a shirt off and everything, and right when he walked up, he got knocked out. So
and they put a PlayStation head on it, and it's been playing on the screen all night. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness, so messy. All right, so Mitchie,
I'm sorry.
Next to the last topic. Okay, so what send us home on this topic right here. What's going on here? Why are we having all of these issues right now regarding these games when if we're gamers, then we should support, or if you don't like something, why people keep talking about games that they don't like? That's the main question I have about this overall. Why people keep talking about games that they don't like?
Because they're clout chasing.
Oh.
Because they're trying to make a name for themselves, even though they at the same time remain anonymous, which is very strange.
That is true. That is true.
You can say on Twitter, you can say anything you want, and there's no consequence.
You mad? You jealous?
and I don't know why. If you can't say it in person, don't say it. You know. If you wouldn't say it to somebody's face, don't say it. You know, and that's the thing. They're just chasing fame, that 15 minutes they might get, and Twitter is not all that. I scan Twitter and I'm like, just to see for the deuces, and then I go back to work.
She said she throw the deuces on him. Oh man! And then we got Indie Gamer saying he gonna have to take a shower after all this messiness, bro. I'm telling you, man, it is boy. It's a and then we got some new news right now, and you know what? This is coming straight from one of our sources. RDNA 4 is on its way.
Boy.
Okay. From
They skipped her?
from one of our anonymous
Even though RDNA 3 ain't even exist yet.
from
We're
one
on
of
the
our
forefront. Even
anonymous,
though AMD doesn't
Right,
have it.
right,
And
right.
they're the ones creating the
RDNA 4
technology.
is on its way, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm
We
just-
tell that to Red Gaming Tech and Spawn Wave. They're still pointing fingers at each other.
Oh man, from one of our anonymous sources, we see it right here in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. RDNA 4. That's it right here. It's on its way. Oh my god. Okay, go ahead, bitch. I'm sorry.
And I don't know why they really worry about a game if they're not going to play it, or they're going to secretly play it. Maybe, you know,
A lot of them are.
understand.
They're not even racing car fans. That's what's funny.
That
They don't even
is.
play racers.
Right.
They don't even play racers.
Right.
No, but anything to say Xbox is bad, you know, anything.
True.
They will go beyond just to say that Xbox is trash and has no games and blah blah blah, and it just gets tiring over time, and you stop listening.
Try.
And you know, you can only listen to that for so long with these guys that just go on and on and on about the same thing. And like when I go on break at work, I and there's always a spaces going on when I'm at work, so I'm like going, okay, who's in there this time? And I go and look, and then there's just such a there was like the one that I looked at when I was on break that had like 300 people in it. They're talking about single player versus multiplayer or something. I'm like, oh my god, why?
Yeah, no, I
And-
mean, it's crazy.
To kind of go off of what Michi was saying, which is all valid, 100% correct. One thing with people that I've realized in the last year, and I noticed it for like a couple of things what you're saying. People are not just clout chasing, but when something is hot, when something is a major topic for the day, for the week, for the month, people just throw miscellaneous opinions out there. And I kind of had to learn it with Cyberpunk. I hate to say it because I was struggling with Cyberpunk because I bought it on Xbox One S. And I was talking about like, yo, I'm going through it, like PK was saying.
Try.
I was complaining about it because I had the game and I was playing it. And there were people that were just like, yo, Cyberpunk is absolute trash. CDPR shouldn't have done this. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And I was being a little spicy, and I was like, "Oh, what's been your experience with Cyberpunk?" They're like, "Oh, I don't have it," and I'm like, "How are you talking about it if you haven't even played the game?" Like, I understand if you're like, "Hey, I've seen stuff." No, they were dogging it. It's a piece of shit. It's so broken, and I was just like, "So what
Yeah,
part of the
to their
story are
face.
you in?"
How many
What-
people
what-
we know who played it after the fact and love it now? Who's talking crap?
And won't talk about it. A lot of people putting their stuff on private, and I'm like, not their Twitter. Like, people have actually put like their gaming profiles on private, and I'm just like, okay, so when
The
did you
fact that
play
they're
it?
playing it. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm
That
just
they're
like,
not playing it, rather.
All right.
how are you talking so spicy about it, but you haven't even played it?
I was telling
then when I-
Xbot and Yobi about that game, and I believe Yobi got it around the same time, or maybe a little bit later, but I know Bot didn't. And he was like, man, you know, and it's just like what Sleepy Goblin is saying. He hasn't played because he's waiting for the update. I'm like, if you got a Series X, you don't need to update. It's got
Play
some
it.
bugs,
Just play it.
but just
Honestly.
play it.
Just
that,
play it.
That game is
So many people have regretted
that
it.
game is amazing.
Listen, I don't know about y'all. I think out of everybody on the panel, please correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm the only one that did not have a Series X when Cyberpunk came out. I had the One S. I think y'all had your Series X. I did not. As somebody who played it
I
last
didn't
gen,
have one. No,
You
I
didn't have one either,
one.
right?
No, I didn't have one, but I bought it when I got my Series X, that's when I bought it.
What about you,
Yes.
Foxy? Did you have a Series X when you got it, or did you even get Cyberpunk?
No, I didn't
Okay.
get it.
Okay,
I
you
saw
did.
so many things about it, though. People sharing
Yeah.
their experiences and everything. But
It's a good
I
game. I mean, it plays fine now.
yeah.
Let me tell you, as somebody
Well, I
who
heard-
played it
yeah.
on last gen for a week, I literally put it down after a week and I was like, I'm not playing this shit until I get a Series X. Series X fell in my lap and I put in so many hours. You have a Series X, I would say buy it because Xbox One S, I wanted a refund and that shit was free and I couldn't return it and I was pissed because it was.
Oh wow, spite!
I've
That's how
heard.
bad it.
Cut off your nose to
That's how
spite your face, spite. Ooh.
Yeah, there was
I
a
was
couple of
so
guys
pissed.
that was asking me. They and I kind of felt that they were lying to me, but I just I'm gonna just let them ride with it. I'm not gonna sit there and say you're a liar. But they were telling me, oh, I'm like, you got an Xbox One S or Xbox One S? They said, no, I'm playing it on the Xbox One Fat, and it's running perfect. I don't know what these people are talking about. And I'm like, are you serious? But so I'm like, I don't know if that's telling me the truth or not. But
I can't recommend that. Like basic functions, not even bugs and clipping. If you've seen the demo of Cyberpunk, that 48-minute demo that they put out, there's that major boss battle in the warehouse. My triggers would not shoot. And I had to close the game, play something else, and my controller was fine. Could not shoot in the mission. Could not switch weapons. Like it was game-breaking foolishness. And I was pissed. This is after I spent full price for Watch Dogs Legion. Don't get me started on it. So I was hot.
Okay.
I gotta play me some Watch Dogs.
Don't ever bring up Watch Dogs Legion around D. Mental note.
Okay, so give me a reason why you don't like Legion really quick.
Then we just say not to bring this up.
Okay, you're right. Because we do got we got to do this last topic. Okay, go ahead.
No. But you said she wants to hear it now. Too late. Okay.
Oh shit.
This is the problem with Watch Dogs Legion. So, real quick, I have it on Series X. Ubisoft finally got off their asses and put 60 frames. The game is still buggy. It's extremely repetitive. Not having a protagonist like Watch Dogs 2, to me, really hindered it. They've added expansions. This expansion has
100%.
The expansion has protagonists, and everybody's raving about it.
Not to mention the achievements are glitched. I still can't get over achievements.
Achievements are glitched. This is the third time that I installed the game. Multiplayer was dry and lacking. There were no directions. There was no tutorial for mine. I had screen tearing. And then the very last time that I tried to play, because I paid $60 for it, I got into a Uber and it auto drove and my character died out of nowhere. And then my game crashed 3 times in 20 minutes. It is not.
Wait, hold on. You went in an Uber and then all of a sudden you get boop dead.
Yeah, so I got you have the permadeath on.
I was gonna say is these characters that you have are they permadeath? Because I have the game. Yes. I bought it day one. I just haven't played it yet. Like I played it first.
You can play it without permanent.
I played it some.
You can turn off permadeath. However, turning off permadeath is permanent. You cannot toggle in between. So I lost one of my people, so I turned it off whenever the hell it was. I got into an Uber. I put on the GPS. The car could not figure out where to go. Then my character died. It said sudden death, random death. Sorry, he's dead. And I was just like, okay, that's bull.
That's what the game did to reset itself with it. Otherwise, it was going to soft lock. I guess.
It just had sudden death, and then the game crashed 2 and 3 times. I was in the middle of a very repetitive mission, and it crashed. It's just, hey, I'll join if you go get my work in this building. You go get the work, you come back. Great.
Programming Ubisoft.
I'm part of your team now. Then you're minding your business, and it's like, oh, so and so got kidnapped. Go save them. I leave them kidnapped. Ain't nobody tell you to get kidnapped. I couldn't. It's going back and it was too much. So after the 3 hard crashes, the repetitive of it's pretty. Make no mistake. Watch Dogs Legion is pretty. take your little photo mode. It is very pretty to look at. They finally got the 60 frames. Ray tracing is in it. The water, it looks great. I could not bring myself to continue playing it. And I should have known because I kept trying to download it for like 2 weeks. And I come home to my system and it wasn't installed. That should have been the first sign. I tried to install it for 2 weeks and it wouldn't install. And I was just like, I'm going to install this game.
Message.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So, Mitchie,
that's my quick note.
Now I know.
Mitchie, do you have anything else that you want to say before we get to the last topic?
I'm good.
Yeah, okay. All right. So here we go. All right. This is it. Now this is it right here.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, yes. Okay. So here we go. Right here.
Now I know not to try. No.
All right. Well, I got it. I even bought that expansion. So I mean, that's the one. Also, the beauty of backlogs as well too, because I can wait to play that sometime next year. When there's some downtime or whatever. But
and I'm that game. Every time I turn on my Xbox, that game has an update.
Right, it does.
Every time, Legion. Yeah, every time.
It's a huge file, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Always.
It is. So, all right. So here we go.
Still play it, Mega. Still play it. Let me know how you feel about it.
I played the very beginning of it, and I thought it was pretty cool. But that was just when dude died at the very beginning after he got up to church and he died on top of the. That's where I stopped it at. I was like, okay, I'll jump on that later, and then I started playing Hive Busters, and then I was like, oh shit, Hive Busters is life. Okay, so a shout out to Gears. All right, so speaking of Hive Busters, hold on, wait a minute. When I'm saying Gears, I'm talking to the Gears lady right here. Oh, well, 2 Gears later. Hold on, wait a minute. That's right, because D, she plays a lot of Gears. I've been saying I'm going to jump in with her and play some Gears.
Week 3, y'all. This week,
this is the week. I beat that game. I beat young. See, I forgot how to say it. I said it right at the beginning of the show.
Oh shit!
But I beat that game yesterday, so that is a free space. So I will see you this week on some
rotation, 10 games at a time.
Listen, no, it's not one game at a time. But I got locked in. So anyway, did you play Hive Busters, Fox?
Oh shit! Sorry.
I like how she was like, "Hell yes." No. This is when that came out. To be honest, this is something I have never told anybody on Twitter or on my YouTube channel or anything.
This is a GRG exclusive.
This is exclusive. And it kind of sucks because I'm a big Gears head and I still play Gears to this day. I played the co-op campaign with my friends and everything. I was hyped for all the new stuff. I love the characters. I love the world. Okay, let me stop. Because I didn't get to play Hive Busters and I still haven't gotten around to it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Gasp.
You're gonna have to hit me up. You're gonna have to hit me up.
You know how many people I just lost?
Hey, I've never played
No. You're gonna have to hit me up, Foxy.
Everybody always says, Foxy, Gears, Foxy, Life is Strange. They always have certain games that they call me out for, and they're like, "Hey, we need you to help us with the campaign." People asking me to play it on Insane with them, and I was like, okay. But when Hive Busters came out, it was around my downtime. So when I came back, I started playing all the new, and I haven't gotten around to that one. So I feel bad because I haven't told anybody this, but once I get together with my friends and we have some time, we definitely gonna play that together.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, I'll play that with anybody because I feel so bad with my Gears fame that I haven't actually played that. Yeah, it's a little embarrassing.
I know. No.
It's so bad.
Right now, I wouldn't even blame.
You should.
Bad.
Terrible.
I'm just gonna say this. What?
I'm gonna
PK,
say.
you're not helping. What?
No. You should feel worse because as much as I've been playing Gears, and me and I was like, come play.
Don't say it.
This ninja is never around. Okay.
Okay. Listen.
Never.
Listen. Hold on.
It took me into this final season when I finally say, you know what?
Got to it. Okay.
I'm just going to stop playing Gears now because they cut out the crossplay. Outside of that, I've been playing since the day one. Yes, I beat the crap out of Hive Busters and all that stuff. right? I play
Okay.
Horde. I play it all. I play Escape. I am the man. I've literally set records on Escape worldwide, like legit. Play this game.
Look it
This
up then.
man's
Okay.
never been found. Never. You don't show up.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah, okay. So this is my thing right here.
Fight
Like,
yourself in the back of your heart. Your arm is gonna break, Nico.
I'm a Halo guy more than I am a Gears guy. I love Gears. I love Gears story.
Excuses.
But no, it's not an excuse because I
feel
will
the
play the
same as him.
multiplayer.
I feel the same.
Yeah. Like I will play the
Say the
multiplayer.
multiplayer. I said
I'm
Horde,
not-
Escape,
I will play
campaign.
Horde. I'll play it all. I have played Horde with Crispy and everything, and we almost got past that we were.
What's your
ranked,
highest
and it was
level
my
character?
fault.
What's your highest level character?
Like probably about like 100.
100. He don't play. This man
No,
is
I
crazy.
I don't play it like that.
You gotta re-up.
Well, I sit there and play.
That's not a character.
Didn't you just hear what I said? I
Characters
play
only go
more
up to 15.
Halo multiplayer. Now, if you ask me what my rank is on Halo 5, I will
No, it's
gladly
20,
tell you
18
that.
now.
So okay, but no, I'm just telling you, I don't play Gears multiplayer like that. But I played Hivebusters 3 times, and I'll play it a 4th and a 5th and a 6th if I have to, because that damn game was everything and more that I wanted. It is short. It is very short. But that game visually,
breathtaking.
nothing, man. It is level. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart level graphics. Like that shit is insane. And it is so different than anything else. Like some people was telling me that it reminds you of like Gears 2. And I'm like, nah, this shit is different, bro. Gears 2 was a roller coaster ride, but this is crazy. Like, it is the shit that they got going on. Like, it starts off a little slow, but then everything else that it starts rolling to, like, it is amazing. It is amazing. But visually, it is great. So, Foxy, yes, you have to play that. You have to get a chance to play it. And if you get a chance, and if you say, hey, what Mega's doing, hit me up. I will play. And yes, D, this week I will hunt you down. And I will say, what we doing? And so, but don't get mad at me when I get my ass kicked in the beginning, because it takes me a little while to get into it. But I will play some Gears.
Last time we played Gears was what? Gears 4? We were playing multiplayer with the community and stuff. That was good times.
Yep. Hey, Don. Good night, baby.
I'm not hearing.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Don, he said, KMEGA, we need to carry these gamers.
I watched KMEGA stream Gears. I watched him stream Gears, and it was so hilarious watching him play.
Because
it was the funniest thing.
Slander continues.
It was the funniest thing. I was enjoying the stream because it was just like, I can't. It was like, the bots were killing him. The bots were kicking his butt. It was just
but hold on. But this is the thing, though. When you left, or right before you left, I started picking it up, because that's how I just haven't played Gears in like 2 years. So I was like, let me go in here and play, and yeah, when people was laughing at me,
for choosing.
Yeah, no, it was horrible. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't have no problem in telling people like, hey, I don't know how to play it, but hey, I will if I can't be a person that can get you a lot of kills, I don't have no problem being support or following the leader on games that people know how to play better than me. So
it's all good.
But you was entertained. That's what it's all about. If you watch my streams,
I was.
All right,
I could not stop watching. That's for sure. It was hilarious.
Let me get to this last damn topic. This girl got to go. These people got to go. All right, so hold on. All right, so this right here, and this could be just an open discussion. I'm not even going to just talk and just say what you got to say. I'll start it off though with Foxy though, and it's right here. Okay, there's people out here that's claiming that sharing your games with other people means that that the person that is getting the sharing is broke. Why are people so against features this go around when we have been having added features in gaming from the history? Like, why are people like, okay, like and I'm not going to sit there and say the names because it's ridiculous. It's not about who said it. It's why people are agreeing with this take. Like, if you game share, and you can game share on PlayStation, you can game share on Xbox, you can game share. I don't know on Nintendo, but but you can game share pretty much any damn where. You can. Why is it that you get this stuff with Game Pass, you get this stuff with, like, people are just coming off and just saying, "Oh, you're cheap, you're broke. If you can't buy the game, then that means you shouldn't do that." You should, Foxy. Why? What in the hell is wrong? Why are people even making? What do you think when you hear something like this?
What do I think?
Yeah.
You stupid. Stupid.
Yeah.
Basically,
Right.
it's pretty bad because it's like, what do you think we did growing up? Like, coming up in the world, we shared.
Ooh.
Like, I didn't have a N64. I played that at my friend's place. I didn't have the Dreamcast, but I played it at my cousin's place. So it doesn't make any sense to me because, like, not everybody is gonna grab everything, and it's nothing to do with money. It just has to do with interest, right? So, like, if somebody picked Xbox over the PlayStation, it's because maybe they saw Master Chief, maybe they saw Gears, and they were like, "Oh, I want to get that. I want to get into that." But maybe they don't know that much about Nintendo and PlayStation, right? And then they go to their friends and they try it over there, and then their friends like, "Yeah, you should get this game or get this console," or whatever the case may be, right? There's nothing wrong with, like, finding out through your friends, through your family about these games, borrowing it, game sharing, whether it's digital, physical, whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're playing these games, and then when you want, you could actually go out there and buy it yourself. You can support that the studio yourself and pick it up. I really don't understand that because, like, these are features that not every platform talks about. Because I heard you when you said PlayStation has this and Nintendo. Well, Nintendo, if you're on the same console, you could play the same games. Now, do you have online? That's a different story, right? But I could play somebody's copy if I'm in their console with my profile, right? So you could do that. And it's just that not a lot of different platforms promote it that way. But you got game sharing in Steam. You got game sharing on Xbox. You
can
have
game
all
share up
those
to
features
5
everywhere.
people on Steam.
Oh, you can go there. You can go that high now. Oh, damn! I did not know that.
I don't understand why people do that. Like, they immediately want to boast about what they have and what they can get, and how come, like, their stuff costs more, and then they downgrade or belittle other people who are getting an indie that's 40 or a double A that's 60 or whatever, and they're like, well, mine is better because it cost me 70, and I don't understand that at all.
But at the same time, that's all they got is a PlayStation.
Right.
So how
and don't forget those not having the TVs.
Yeah, they don't have the TVs, so they're far superior because they can't afford the TVs, but they can pay $70 per game, so that makes it better. Plus, they only got plus all the games play the same, so they have the same experience. Hey, you think I'm lying? Okay, I'm trying to tell you. I invite anybody to check my receipts. I own all these games. Don't tell me. All the controls, the buttons, and everything is exactly the same. They all. It's kind of. I guess that's why I was bored with Horizon Zero Dawn because it feels like the same damn game. I just got through playing on the other title. The only title that was different was Detroit Becomes Human.
Well, I thought Ghost of Tsushima was different. In ways,
it's still like, similar. Uncharted, all those Monoslinky games.
It felt more like Ghost of Tsushima felt more like Assassin's Creed than it felt like a regular typical PlayStation
Days Gone.
game.
When I got on Days Gone, I was like, Days Gone is a good game. Don't get me wrong. That's a good game. I enjoy it.
Days Gone is a good game. Really
However,
good game.
it still plays the same.
Yeah.
It still has the same.
Even about PlayStation, because, like, console gamers did that to PC gamers before on the last gens, on the 360 or whatever, and they were saying, oh, you guys only wait for, like, whenever Steam has a sale and that's how you buy your games, but we're supporting the devs over whatever. But that has nothing to do with it because you're just playing the game whenever you feel like you're spending that money. whether it's full price or whether it's on sale, whether you're getting a deal out of it, it doesn't matter.
And one
But
thing that
yeah,
I
other console gamers did that too. Like Xbox guys used to do that too before.
right.
I,
Well, yeah,
I
that's
wish
still
you can have those bundle
ridiculous.
deals like you do on Steam on Xbox. It'd be over.
Well, yeah. Well,
Wish.
remember that was one of the things that they were talking about doing before people started overreacting, acting like they knew what PC gaming was. And like I've said this years ago, many of times. I haven't said it in a while, but I didn't know what resolution was except for I thought it was like, once New Year's Eve. When people start talking about resolution, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, what? What? You gonna go on a diet? What the fuck are you talking about? But the resolution what? So like people, it was really crazy to me that people started picking up on PC eccentric stuff, and they didn't own a PC or a gaming PC. The only PC that they had was a Mac or something IBM or something that that does Windows XP. That's it. Like shit was crazy to me. Like why people was even going in going that direction was just odd to me. And Xbox was already at that point trying to find value. I was trying to give value to the gamer like we've never seen before, but there were so many people that killed it. And it was also another thing that bothered me too is when people started saying, like, I'm not getting Game Pass, you shouldn't either. You can't speak for me. I'm getting Game Pass. Hell, what you talking about? Like, I mean, I don't care that I got 700 games. You know what I'm saying? Look, there's out of those 700 games, I guarantee you there's some games in there that I wish I didn't spend the money on. And if it was in Game Pass, I would have known if I wanted to get them or not. So I'm not listening to that. Like, so yeah, you're right, Foxy. There was Xbox gamers out there that was on some bullshit too. So like, but to hear anybody, and this was a big podcast that has a lot of listeners, and this is another thing too that just also trips me out because these people get Patreons, they get free games, they get sponsorships, so they can sit there and get on a soapbox and tell you some bullshit like that because while they get free games, but there'll be fools out there that listens to that and will spread that same rhetoric and is broke as a damn joke. Stop it. Stop it. Anybody else, please?
Saw it. I like I said, I've been seeing a lot of spaces and such on the Twitterverse and all that. Does anybody remember, just a quick like show of hands, does anybody remember the E3 from like 2013?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember.
Do y'all remember?
Yeah.
Do y'all remember when Sony went up and they were shading Xbox?
Oh yeah.
And they were like, "This is how you share your games on PS4."
Mm-hmm.
And they handed the disc to the next person.
Mm-hmm.
How is that all of a sudden being broke when that's literally supposed to be a feature for the system that you can just share your games? Like, obviously, that's something not necessarily being encouraged, but that's something that is, okay, I have the game. You want to play it. You don't want to spend your whatever money. I can give it to you to play it. Like, I feel like every week, to be honest, every week since last E3 when the systems were announced and shown, it's always something. It's just always something. The goalposts are moving. There's a new catchphrase. Old phrases are retired. Like there's always something. And
brought up all over again.
Are brought up all over again. And sometimes I'm just like, D, don't be messy. You can't handle the smoke. Don't do it. Don't do it. You sensitive. Don't do it, girl. Because prime example, Puddlegate was Spider-Man.
Yep.
As soon as that shit came out, crickets. And I was like, weren't y'all just bitching about Spider-Gate or Puddlegate and now you're posting your trophies? Which, no shade. I love posting the trophies and achievements. But the point is there's always something. And people seem to have such short memories. And it's just like, okay, that's this week's topic. Now sharing games and saving money is poverty. Great. Okay. What's next week?
they're probably just trying to justify what they got, whether it was full price or whatever, and they're trying to justify
Precisely.
it. Yeah, and people are like, "I'm gonna wait." You know, we all gonna say, "I don't want to buy it right now." Some of us have said it. I'm gonna buy it when it's on sale. I'm gonna wait a little bit, and immediately it's like, "What? What are you doing?" I paid $70,
I paid
so I got
right.
money. Yeah,
I supported the devs day one. Yes, yes. I
you're
supported the
just
devs
waiting for it
day
to come on
one.
Game Pass.
You're waiting for Game Pass. You're not supporting the devs. And
You're a
it's
smart
just
It's
gamer.
the same old excuses you hear about everything every time, about everything. It always boils down to that. Just narratives that they say, they contradict themselves all the time.
it's unfortunate. It's really
All the time.
unfortunate. It's just like you were saying, it's wanting that validation, that justification that what I got is worth it. And I need to feel validated because something's in there. I don't know what the psychological term is, but there's something in there because it's just like when I look at my systems, whether it is the PS4, whether it's the Xbox Series X, I look at my shit like, damn, did I make the right decision? Absolutely, I did for me because that's what I wanted. I got it at a price I was comfortable paying, and I'm getting good use out of it. So I don't need validation or justification by telling other people, nah, you did like what is that? What do I gain from this? I don't understand. But again, like Six said, I'm trying to put logic where there is none, and it's really frustrating because
There,
I'm just
there,
like, no,
there's no
I have
logic
to
behind
make
it.
it
Like
make
that.
sense.
That that
Make it
that
make
None.
sense.
that's the problem of it. That like I try to do the same thing, right? Like because I mean I try to be objective. I try to have an understanding, even when there's something like I just know that it just feels wrong. It sounds wrong, but I still try to find myself to understand why they got there. But this is why I'm saying when this shit gets extreme like this, because I know the person who said it, and I could just hear with his smug ass voice saying it. Oh well, that's because y'all broke and y'all don't have a man. Man, shut up, bro. Because from what your background was, and from what your background was, and from what I've heard what you used to do, come on, man. No, that's not
Talk
that's
that
not
shit.
that. Well, no, I'm just saying because like I said,
Oh,
I'm not going that bad. But I just think that it's ridiculous to try to talk about people to that degree. It doesn't matter how much money that people have. It's none of your fucking business. If a person wants to use Game Pass, or if a person wants to rent a game, if a person wants to borrow a fucking game, it is their right, their choice, and that's between them and their friends. All that other
Or their
bullshit is,
family.
yeah, or their family. That shit is
mm-hmm.
absolutely grotesque that you sit here and have a platform to open your fucking mouth and say some garbage like that. Like,
Oh, speaking.
yeah, no, like
Yeah, it's true.
that goes
It's
all
true.
through me because now you got you a little extra money, Patreon money, that you act like you can sit there and you can talk down on people like that.
And so
And,
acting
and, and, it's,
brand
and
new.
it's all and
They
it's
really
all and
do.
it's all shock and all because this is why you
That's what
do
gets
it.
them clicks.
Right,
What gets
but
them
that's
clicks in
why
the
I'm not
first
saying
place.
no names or nothing because it does. It's not. It's that no. You're not better than anybody because you might buy all your games. That's what I'm saying. But we know what's really going on. Don't be a fraud. It's just like Tupac said to all them fools out there. Like we know what's going on. You can talk that shit out there on these streets with your rap albums and shit, but we really know what's going on. It's no different than anybody else when they sit there and they start talking about all that thug shit. You know the people who's really doing that thug shit and who the people who's living comfortable because they can talk about the thug shit, they ain't living the thug shit. You see the people doing the thug shit trying to make themselves look like that they rich, but then they're going up there trying to rob cars and then they get their ass shot and shit. Come on, man, you fraud in the public. It is not that serious to where you got to downgrade people because you're in a better position than some. It's not right. It's not right. I will never, ever, 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 ever sit there. No matter how small or big I get on this platform, I will never act like I'm better than anybody else because I'm not. I'm just like everyone else. Fuck that. And maybe that's why I may never grow because I know where I know what it's like to not have nothing and then get somewhere to where you do have something and you can be happy for it. You know what I'm saying? That is way over the line. And to me, overall, my last point is where when you say that, it shows me how many people out here are followers and don't have the sterner stuff to be men or women to go out there and to say and to buck up to it and say, "You're full of shit. You're full of shit." I have no problem telling that to anybody. Don't matter your status, don't matter your class. You if I think that you're full of shit, then I'm gonna tell you full of shit. That's how it's supposed to be. If somebody tells me, "Hey, Mega, you full of shit," oh, then why do you feel that? And let's have a discussion. Other than that, the only thing I'm going to get on the other side is blocked. Because you know why? Because they can't handle the fucking truth. I think it's garbage. I think it's fucking garbage.
That's a rare thing to find somebody to sit down and actually have a conversation with. I don't know about that.
Well, it is pretty. No, I will have a conversation with anybody. I don't know why some people have this.
But you can do it, but I don't think they can handle it.
This is misconception that you can't come and talk to me about it. I'll talk to any and everybody. You can ask our boy Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Mitchie was in the conversation within the. She said, "I gotta go." Y'all, like we were so at odds.
That was too much.
It was too much. It was too. I was like, "What is?" But even after she left, she was like, "I throw my hands up on this." Me and him still talked for 3 more hours later, and we're fine. We just could not. We was both trying to figure out why we thought the way that we thought, and that's fine. And I have the same respect for him like I did when I first talked to him. It's just the fact that we just have a different thought process. But when somebody's telling somebody that they're broke because they want to share with something, or they want to share with a friend, or somebody sharing to them out of love or admiration or just friendship, I think that
being
is
smart.
That's just being smart, and that's how
you're being
people
smart.
who are
You're a
rich.
smart gamer.
Right.
You got your priorities in check.
Right.
If you know what to spend
Right.
money on or what not to spend money on, what to wait.
Right.
Because sometimes you're like, you know what? I know that sometimes Ubisoft games go on sale like 6 months from now. All right, I'll wait for that Far Cry. There's nothing wrong with that. You're being a smart gamer, and then you put your money somewhere else where it matters, right? Also, you got these family members out here getting Game Pass and enjoying it. You know why? Because they got so much that you could pick from.
Yes.
It's not all about shooters and sports games. You got indies, you got platformers, you got fighters, you got so much in there that you can try, and that's the best thing for our upcoming family with gamer, with children. My nieces, they try a Game Pass and they figure out what kind of games they want, what they actually want to play, and then they tell me, "Hey, auntie, let me get that Super Lucky's Tale," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll buy that for you." You know, as simple as that. Also, I want to throw in the fact that some gamers out there are kind of in the same boat as this when they say, "I have everything," and then they throw it in your face when they're like, "I have PC, I have PlayStation, so I'm better than you because I have all these platforms and I can talk about all these things and you can't because let's just say you only have Xbox or the Switch," and I don't like that because that's like for me that's the same thing. You're literally just you're saying you're better than me because you got all these things. That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, like, I mean, okay, so how many kids you got? Well, I don't have any kids. Or my kids are grown.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else are you doing? How much, well, don't ask about how much you make.
I mean,
but
it's not even like that, though. Because guess what? I could be putting my money on vacation and not video games at the moment.
Right.
You know?
Like, while you sitting your ass there playing the next hottest game, this person might be on a cruise. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying? Seeing the real world or doing something else like that's to me is why people shouldn't be checking people's pockets. Like he just said it absolutely right.
My money, I make it. Don't worry about it.
Right. Don't worry about my money and don't worry about anybody else's money. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just asinine to go that deep because you don't like, but like I said, I don't even think that person who said it actually meant it. And it just actually meant they just said it to just for shock and all because that's just the nature of the beast these days. And I think that's terrible. So anyway, all right, let's get the hell out of here. Thank you, Foxy, for hanging out with us. Hood gaming and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? He said facts. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all haven't heard of KMEGA rant in a long time, so I had to do that. And that was out without the sauce. That was just me. I know that just goes all through me. I cannot stand when people try to lower rate people like that. No, you know, come on, man. Be better than that. Be better. All right, so Foxy, where can they find you at? It was a pleasure. I hope this won't be the last time. Man, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you start doing some other stuff, man, include me because we got to, if you want to play the hot busters,
Get on
you're
these
gonna need.
games, KMEGA.
Yeah, man,
We got a lot of games.
we got to do it. Got to do it. So hit me
You
up.
gotta
Where
get
can
on
they
that
find you
Halo. You gotta
Yeah.
get on that Battlefield.
Oh, I'm on it. We own that. We own that.
Yeah, it was a fun show.
He's
Very
not coming to
interesting.
Gears with you.
Watch.
He sure ain't.
Watch. D is gonna be surprised. Like, who is this? I'm gonna say it's KMEGA. What's happening? What it do?
Third week, y'all.
Play.
All that the invite, bro.
Keep counting, D.
3. We had 3, y'all.
Oh, where can they find you at, Foxy?
First.
It was fun. It was nice chatting with you all, especially the ladies. I like their point of view. I agree with a lot of stuff they were saying. But yeah, guys could find me on Twitter at Lady Foxfire, on YouTube making these videos and streaming at Lady Foxfire on there too, and then ladyfoxfire.com for all the other links everywhere else. And yeah, I be doing podcasts here and there. So yesterday was really fun hanging out with you on there and Bot and everybody and Pred. So it was really cool. And then tomorrow I'll probably hang out with Luca and go check out the Scumcast and see how messy they get and
they're
compare.
gonna get real messy over there. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah.
You
I
hit
know how
level,
Luca is.
but you're gonna be on TXR, so that's where it's gonna be calm and collect. So shout out to TXR over there. They
Oh yeah, I already did that one actually. It was fun. That was really fun.
Okay. You did.
They got a little messy a little bit. We talked about what Jim Ryan was saying. They got a little messy over there too.
Foxy, you're going back to Crossfire?
Oh, I'm getting a lot of requests for that, and Mooch is talking to me about it behind the scenes, so we'll see.
Oh, you a crap? You reunited?
I don't know about all that.
Oh.
Wow.
All right.
Very much. I don't think anymore.
We ain't gonna talk about no more. All right, Foxy was fantastic. Let's move on. Minchie. Oh man, as usual, it's always a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? She's pretty much part of the crew. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, though, I think she might feel comfortable that her Packers might win this week. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're looking pretty good right now. They're looking pretty good. They ain't playing my Rams.
They play the Bears.
Y'all be in trouble.
I don't know, depending what kind of day Matt Stafford would have.
Oh, we're playing the Giants. You think we're gonna lose to the Giants?
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible, but yeah, no.
Bro, the Giants are butt. I'll put it to you like that.
Yeah, they're cheats.
They are, but you never know. They've won a game already, so they could win another one.
They have. They've been playing teams close, but yeah, no, we better not. We better not lose that game. We'll be pretty upset. But anyway, watch. I know you will. So where can they find you at, Minchie? Oh yeah, that's right. You and Foxy's information is in the link to the description. So yeah, if you guys would be so kind to go check them out, go follow them, and get all that information. But yeah, Minchie, where they can find you at?
On Xbox, I am Mitchie1971, and on Twitter, I am at Mitchie71. And I don't have anything, so that's it.
Cool. Now we move into PK. Where can they find you at?
No,
bro?
he left.
Oh, did
He
you
left.
leave? Oh, okay. All right.
No.
Okay, so where? Let me. I got to do the outros for some of these people. So, PK, where can they find you at? Well, you can find me at on Nintendo playing Smash or Pokemon. I'm gonna get the
disrespect.
What we talking about? What? That's not a good PK impersonation.
That is in poor form, sir.
That is not a good PK.
That's not a good okay. So anyway, go check out PK, man. He does a whole bunch of other stuff out there, man. PK does a lot of shit now. Go check out the Guild. That's all I gotta say. Just go check out the Guild. The what they call the what you call it?
Gamers Guild United.
Gamers Guild United. Go look at that. Go
Gamers United Guild. Sorry.
Gamers United Guild. Go check them out, and then you'll see PK in there. They got a whole bunch of stuff going on over there. So go check them out, and you'll see what PK does over there. So and he has a good time doing it over there with Clown and them. So shout out to them. Also, let's go. Slayer, where can they find you at, brother?
Oh man, it was a great time being here, Lady Foxfire. It's a It was a pleasure to have you, Mixie. Welcome back. D, PK, KMEGA, yo, we did it again. Great times. So, So you can find me on Twitter. As always, SixLayer. I tweet out stuff I find, man, and my own opinions on stuff as well. But yeah, you can check me out right here next week. And tomorrow on the Dragon's Den, 6 p.m. Eastern, on 108 Dragons TV right here on YouTube. Check us out.
No doubt.
I missed 108 on here.
Huh?
Good times.
Oh, yeah. 108 is doing his Kyrie Irving over here, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. He'll say he's coming, and the next thing you know, he's like, Brooklyn.
Are you trying to trade him?
You know what? I mean, if you know what I'm saying, if I keep getting Kyrie Irving, I might have to make some kind of moves. I don't know, but we'll see. But you know what I'm saying? But shout out to 108, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing out there. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He didn't tell me that he was coming on and coming off, so I just proceed accordingly. You know, I've been doing this for way too long. And you know, you just do what you do. So, you know, but shout out to 108. And yeah, you know what I'm saying, would have been fun to hear him go on his rant, just as like, you know, we've heard we
still wouldn't be done then.
No, we would probably still be, I'd probably Foxy be like,
yeah, we would have been in like topic 2.
I gotta get out of here. So anyway,
who was that? Is that me? No.
Yeah.
That was the worst impression I ever heard.
You know what? I do that for Delilah, and Delilah hates it to death. So
I'm with her.
I see why.
She hates it.
But I believe you, though. I've heard the shows with 108.
Yeah. So, 108 is a nut. All right. So, D, where can they find you at?
Couple places. I'm on Twitter. I'm sorry. I don't have the same name everywhere. It's too late.
You're going to have to change that.
No, I'm good. On Twitter, I am at Gingy's mom. Link is in the description. PlayStation 4 and Xbox systems, Kirby Titan, and Twitch whenever I get around to it. D Marie B. That is where I am.
Yeah, that's why I say Gingy. I say Gingy. I say D, and then when I say Gigi or G or whatever, you say what? And I'm like, well, I mean, damn. You know, I'm just trying to.
No.
Okay.
No, you'll call me Gingy or something, some shit. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm like Jiggy. I said Jiggy.
No. Ginger.
Oh yeah, I did call you. I called you Ginger. I called you Ginger. I said Ginger.
Somebody called me Gina one time, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't call you Gina. I don't know.
We got
Martin. Where's
right.
Martin?
Damn, Gina. I was like, "What the hell?"
Damn, Gina. Anyway, friendly neighborhood Blue Shell says, if KMEGA team lose to the Giants, I will just laugh. Watch your tone, sucker. Oh my! I
won't even laugh because I will feel like our suckiness infected you. I'm
from
New York.
And Yogi put this in capital letters. Gamers Guild. So, all right, I got you. Well, hold on. Where's it at? I gotta find them, and then we're gonna get at it. I'll hit the button. I'm sorry. Where'd it go?
I don't see it.
Where's it? Gamers United Guild. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find it because you had it in capital letters, but I don't know. There was some other stuff they said. But anyway, all right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys. I will be streaming tomorrow with Don. We'll probably play some Back for Blood or some Alien Fire Team. If anybody wants to join us, please do. Definitely we'll have some fun doing that. And then, of course,
it is on sale.
It is on sale.
Oh,
yep. Yeah, it is on sale.
20% off. Still something. It's not big, but you know.
Yeah, no, and it's a good game. It's not bad. It's fun. It's fun. Especially when you hear them damn things squeal when you're putting the hot lead in their head. That shit's great. It's dope. It's a good game.
It's like hogs in Texas shooting.
Pretty much. And then Sunday night, Fight Night Sunday. So now, okay, if you guys want to see me, because look, you watched me play Tekken last weekend, and you watched me dominate. You watched me get down. All right. So now this week, if you want to see me get my ass beat thoroughly, because I will hit up a lot of people that play Smash Brothers, and I'll take my beatings like a man. And I'll take them because we haven't played Smash Brothers in a long time, but I want to be playing some Smash Brothers. And I know that it's going to be bad for me. So if you want to see a train wreck, you want to see me get my ass beat thoroughly until I can get better at that game, please come and check us out on Fight Night Sunday, 9:30 p.m. Central, the Lord's time. And yeah.
Excuse me, no. Don't do that. Eastern, thank you. The Lord's time is Eastern. True. Somebody.
Anyway, the Lord's time is in Central. Okay, anyway, we know better than that. The people all know that. All right, guys, thank you so much. We don't want to hear no more from you Satanistics over there. So we just got we know East you know what I'm saying? The West Coast time is cool. Those East Coast people, they mean, they disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna leave.
You're doing the best
all day.
That's right. 3-2. We win once again.
What's the problem? What's the problem? I got to start getting some more people.
No problem. We win. That's not a problem.
State still reign. I need you back, brother. I'm going to have to call you a job. All right, guys. Everybody have a good one. Stay blessed, man. Until next time. Peace.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG Podcast. All your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This was the GRG Podcast.